Okay.
We'll do one fight.
Yeah.
Then we'll introduce Felipe. You're jumping. What? Listen, you're sitting right in dead middle for one fight. Yo, you're coming. You're doing 2 or 3 fights, bro. Listen, I don't want to hear.
Ladies and gentlemen, the MMATakeover.com is back. We are calling a fight live. We're going to call multiple fights live. My name is David. My co-host Keith is just updating the website. That website again is the MMATakeover.com. We're going to have a couple special guests maybe come by the studio and talk and give their thoughts and insight to UFC 219 Cyborg versus Holm. That's going to be a bar. We're doing a lot of these fights, so if you hear a little thing, a crackling, we are in the Northeast, and it is snowing pretty bad, so just bear with us. You may hear a crackle here or there, so don't worry. We're going to try to fix it, but if it happens, it happens. So be it. But we're all excited. Last card of 2017, and I got a feeling this card is going to end in a bang or maybe a knockout. We already saw one submission. We saw a beautiful submission by Tim Elliott to kick off the UFC Fight Pass, but now it's time for the prelims. And I am excited about these prelims because I get to see Rick Glenn fight. I know a lot of people don't like Rick Glenn, but I like Rick Glenn. I'm just going to throw that out there. I'm a person that likes the obscure fighters, but I'm excited to be back. And if you haven't seen or heard us calling a fight, we give our own commentary. That's right. If you could hopefully follow along with us, we're going to be talking during the fights. We're going to give our insight. And if you haven't met Keith, he'll give you knowledge about everybody's fighter. He'll tell you that the guy's gloves and shorts he wore back in UFC 111 when he fought this guy and went to a third-round decision. He was wearing purple trunks, and he had butt paste on the trunks when they can advertise. That's how great he is with MMA knowledge and MMA history. Now, please check out the website. What's going to be happening is, after every fight, there is going to be a synopsis of what happened. Up-to-date information on how the fight, round by round, went. And if I'm wrong, I'm not. See, so after every fight, please check out the website, themmmatakeover.com, for great insight into a fighter's mind and everything else. But we are going to get started here. Louis Smolka making his way into the octagon, just hugging his team, going to get some Vaseline on the face, taking a sip of water. But UFC 219, the MMA Takeover, calling a fight. We are live, and if you want to listen, that's great. But we're almost going to get my co-host, the founder and editor of themmmatakeover.com. He needs no introduction, but introduction is given. The MMA.
What's up? What's up? Let's get this started. We're starting on Fox Sports 1 card. We got Matthias Nicolau, which is funny. He's a Brazilian fighter with a really weird name. Doesn't sound Brazilian. We have Felipe here. What is up? Felipe is from Brazil himself. He's from
but he's from the country.
He's from Rio de Janeiro himself. What the hell? He said Sao Paulo. What's the difference? Anyways, either way, I don't like him. What is Nicolau in Brazilian?
I believe it's Nicholas.
It means Nicholas. He says.
I hear we're not gonna have a Nicolau. We're gonna have a Nicol.
So we have interesting fight. This is a flyweight matchup. We have one thing we do different than the actual broadcast. If you're listening to John Anik and Joe Rogan,
yes,
they do not make predictions.
No, because they're journalists. They're journalists. That's
true. We make predictions. Let's hear who you taking in this fight. You taking Nicolau?
I know been a little bit of a losing streak, but I think he's going to pull this one out. I know he's the underdog going in this fight. He's been
hitting the bottle too a lot. If you hear some of his backstory, he's came out that he's an alcoholic. He's been dealing with
needs to win for the money.
He's dealing with.
I mean,
he's being an alcoholic, because it obviously affects. I think everybody can know somebody who's an alcoholic.
Are you telling me? Are we going to be setting up the next marathon for?
Marathons. We did do the Jimmy Fund marathon. We apologize. We know that we might be facing some technical difficulties. It is snowing pretty good here.
Yeah, so if you hear a thing or two of a cracker pop,
hopefully,
bear with us because we're going to have a hell of a time here calling Louis Smolka versus Nicolau.
Yeah, hopefully.
Well, you didn't tell me who you're predicting. I predicted Smolka.
Win by submission. Nicolau is a world-class Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, an IBJJF Elemental P champion, and I think he's going to win this fight. He's actually been out for a long time. His last fight was the biggest win of his career. He's a young fighter. He beat John Moraga, and then after that, he was preparing to fight Yuto Saki, and he popped hot, which is a code word for USADA violation.
Oh, USADA. The old USADA.
USADA.
2017 than anybody.
Yeah, USADA, the newest sponsor of the MMA Takeover. Just so you know, YouTube. We are also going live right now on our friends at the MMA Freaks at absolutely fantastic MMA forum. I know the owner. His name is Brady Guerrero. He's done a fantastic job in just over, I think, a year. He's got like 12,000 people. But it's also not one of these like dead MMA forums where they have a whole bunch of people and no one talks. I mean, there is like hundreds and thousands.
You mean like the last post was about Jeff Munson fighting?
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah,
you don't get that there?
Yeah, no, it's not like that. It's especially speaking of Jeff Munson, friend of the MMA Takeover.
Oh yeah, a good friend.
Yeah, we have interviewed the snowman.
The snowman, that is correct, and it's snowing outside here. Full circle.
I know we know it might be a little hard to follow along, so we're just going to kind of give updates where we are at time. Where you might have to pause your TV because we'd probably be a little delay.
Yeah, we don't know how.
We're being very unprofessional. We're a minute and a half into this fight. We haven't talked about it at all. Right now, we're at 325, 324, 323.
Oh!
I didn't see the shot. He's landing on his...
No,
this is not where Smolka wants to be. Smolka loves scrambles.
Smolka is a guy that belongs on the ground.
He's on there a lot. He's on there a lot. He's on there more.
I don't know
he's on his back more than a porn star with a mortgage.
He didn't get punched. He did the old Fabricio Verdum Fedor. He faked the punch just to get him on the ground.
Wow, Nikolai is moving that knee on belly position. He might take his back right here. He's riding him like amateur wrestling. He's landing some nice hammer fist right now. He's riding his opponent right now like the young teenagers do over at Parents Marina in the cars. And that's anybody. My friend Tommy Fasaka is probably listening. He's the only one who understood that joke.
Well, I'm glad
laughing his ass off over that joke. Better known as the Honky Tonk Man. True story.
True story?
He is the Honky Tonk, the original, the real Honky Tonk Man.
Well, they're back up on their feet. Head strikes has been all Nicolau, 15-4. But that's what I'm just getting started with. He's just going to make him lose all of his energy by just punching his face repeatedly, and then the third round he's going to come out swinging. He's going to connect something, and then boom, Smolka, who's ranked 13, back on the winning ways.
Now we got some. I know we
got some buzz because of the people are so excited.
Wow, some big shots. Oh, Smolka's hurt. Smolka's hurt bad.
No, he's not. He knows exactly what he's doing.
He's losing. He knows he's losing.
No, he's not. We have a minute and 48 left in the round. All he has to do is survive.
He's locking in. He's got the head and arm choke, which is a famous choke of wrestlers. He's not done yet. Wrestlers love this choke.
Smolka's he's right where he's want him. Look, see, give the thumb up like you're good.
First time I saw this choke, it was a alternative to it. Was Mark Coleman did to Dan Severn at UFC 10. It was a little different. It was more of a wrestling.
And that's the first UFC 10 reference of the day with the first Dan Severn. Very nice for Smolka. Oh,
if you were in the when would Keith mention a UFC before UFC 20 pool? Yeah. It was the first fight, so you won that pool. If you
actually, this is the second fight.
Oh, it is the second
fight we're calling live.
Yep, that is true. This is the first fight we're calling. We had a Fight Pass one. We watched it live. We recapped it. All the recaps are right there on themmatTakeover.com. I actually scored it myself.
Yep, this is true.
It was Tim Elliott, former Ultimate Fighter winner, former title challenger.
That's true, yeah.
Heading in with a very heavy heart for Robert Follis.
Should we do a moment of silence?
Okay, enough. Robert Follis, a former head coach of Extreme Couture, going back to time, one of the founders of Team Quest, a legendary team and stable.
Speaking of legendary, we got Big John.
Nikolai is teeing off. Good body. He's got the Hawaiian backing up. Oh man.
Well,
He's hurt bad. Oh, good shots. Good shots. That joke didn't go over that well.
Now we have 10 seconds left. Hopefully Smolka can survive this round. I think we got a little blood. We got a little blood there on the old Monster Energy.
This is that big round right now. He's going for an armbar.
Late submission attempt, but that's not going to do it. Smolka survived the round, but he looks beat up and worse for wear.
Yeah, Big John McCarthy.
Big Johnner.
Right now we're looking at a PlayStation 4 commercial. Just for you. We don't make this. Should we make the announcement right now? PlayStation 4, the newest sponsor of the MMA Takeover.
It's true. Well,
Xbox just offered a higher, so now the Xbox is the newest sponsor of the MMA Takeover.
What if you really do want to sponsor the MMATakeover.com? How could you get in touch and work out a business relationship?
Yeah, you can reach Keith Schillen. Or you can just email me, Keith at themMMATakeover.com. We accept anybody's money.
Yep.
We have no standards. We don't care if you are a drug dealer, especially because they pay well. Drug dealers pay well.
Yeah.
We don't care if you sell adult
magazines,
enhancement products.
Okay.
Adult magazines. We'll promote them.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good at that stuff.
Nice.
So, Dave, since the last, we haven't done calling a fight in about a year.
It is true. I think
we kind of put it on the shelf a while. It's backed by popular demand. A lot of people asked for this, which is shocking because
we're terrible.
Because the views when last time we did it weren't that high.
Yeah,
so
but
it's
good because we have fun doing this. I think we enjoy this more than the people who actually would like listening. But that's our enjoyment. And round 2 has just started.
We're going to have special guests for the rest of the. We're going to do this one solo, and after this, rest of the guests. We're going all the way through the main event. We're probably going to do 2 different ones. We're going to stop this one. We'll set up one for the pay-per-view portion.
Yeah, we'll do one for the actual main card, and this one will probably just be for the prelims.
And then we'll do the pay-per-view portion. And
Smolka looks like a man on a mission. You know, when you get a little blood in your eye, sometimes you pick up the pace a little bit.
Yeah, Smolka is stepping forward. Oh, nice right hand by Smolka. He's got some blood on his face dripping down. Smolka, they must. I mean, I'm assuming his corner told him that he lost that round.
What are you talking about? That was a 10-8 for Smolka, if I ever seen one. The new judging in MMA, out with the old, in with the new, where it's reversed now with the old MMA judging. I mean, because I've seen some fights where Andrei Sukhomtut, I thought he won both, but yet the judging didn't give it to him. Oh, my God. Another one.
Smolka's rocked again. Smolka's rocked.
You think Smolka's going to get smoked?
That left hook by Nicolau is landing. He's landing the left hook and the jab. He's mixing it up well. And he has that serious back tattoo. Because, I mean, you can't be a real good fighter without some tattoos.
It is true. Like Tony Ferguson's got the eagles. Not the eagle. The wings on the back. That's a distinctive one I've seen.
Yeah, I mean,
Connor with obviously the chest.
I mean, the best number is Darren Elkins and the
damaged.
Yeah, yeah, the damage across his stomach.
You know, I wish.
Oh no, Alan Belcher with the who is it?
Looked like a fat
singer.
Elvis.
No, it's a country singer.
I don't know. I only know one country singer. It's Gene Autry.
No. Who's the man in black?
Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash. He has Johnny Cash, and it looks like I don't know. It looks like a fat Elvis. So it actually kind of looks like John McCarthy.
What?
John McCarthy kind of goes off a little bit of fat Elvis. Not the sideburns.
We only like Dan Murgliata here on the
John McCarthy debuted at UFC 2. Speaking of UFC 2, I want to make a shout out to my friend Kyle Steele, Loudmouth MMA, and his new UFC Rewind show. They're doing UFC 2. I'm not sure what day it comes out, but make sure you check that out. And he's also a admin with the MMA Freaks, which I already mentioned earlier is a fantastic forum. If you haven't joined them, just go into Facebook, search MMA Freaks. It's a fantastic. I'm on there all the time. I'm talking all the time. Just great discussion, debate. Everyone's respectful. We bust balls. We have fun, and there's so much content, different ideas. They do. It's not just talking. They have video shows.
Yeah.
They're doing a great job of that. And I'm proud.
And you're doing
a
great job here too at the MMATakeover.com. You're doing some exceptional work.
So back
where
to the
the
action.
company started.
Back to the action. As we keep getting distracted, because that's what we do. We could never do this professionally.
I know. Are you surprised Smolka's still in it? I mean, everyone's got a puncher's chance,
Yeah, I mean, Nicolau is looking really good. Absolutely no ring rust, even though he's been off for a long time.
But he's looking tired. Those hands are getting lower and lower, and Smolka's coming back. Yeah. Told you, Smolka's the third round fiend. Everyone knows that.
Yeah, as we do that, I just noticed that one of the posts, I got to fix something on the post. So keep talking there, because I was doing too many things at once.
Too many cooks in the kitchen.
It's kind of like I'm not skilled like Nicolau, where I can mix in all these multiple strikes at once. I got to focus. I got to throw the same strike over and over again, kind of like Collar Esparza, who is actually fighting tonight. On the pay-per-view portion. If you haven't checked it out, make sure you order pay-per-view. I think it's $60. Contact your local. Contact $59. Oh no, it's actually cheap. $59.95.
Well, if you mention the MMATakeover.com, you get a 1% addition. They actually charge you more. They charge you more to watch the pay-per-view if you mention the MMATakeover.com.
I mean, he is really landing that left hook. He's the new left hook Larry.
I'm just gonna say this. Smolka has him right where he wants him. This is Smolka's game right here. The Smoke Show. That's what they call him. Out with the old, in with the smoke.
Just a little behind the scenes. If anytime you see a post on the MMA Takeover, because I'm sure all you guys are constantly at the THEMMATAKEOVER.com. Now, mind you, I spelled that pretty quick this time. I've misspelled that hundreds of times on podcasts, so that's from practice. Practice makes perfect.
That is true. And also go on the YouTube channel. There's also old interviews with some of the best and previous fighters. The world champions have been interviewed by the gentleman sitting next to me. A lot of up-and-comers. We do a lot of regional stuff, but then we do the big time, like Mark Coleman.
Nice left hook by Nikolai, man. He is – I mean, this is the guy who's known for his BJJ, and he's really showing some good hands. I mean, it's hard to have, not having the knockout power in the flyweights. But I'm going to say this right now. I'm going to make a bold prediction 2018 because, we're going into 2018. Matthias Nikolai is going to knock out Demetrius Johnson. In 2000, you Chicken Farm Stewart. He said that.
And if that comes true, you heard it here on Calling a Fight, UFC 219.
Yeah, if Matthias
round 2 is over, and I'm scoring that also the 2-0 for Smolka.
That was definitely
that was definitely 20-16. That's what I'm calling that one.
Definitely a big round for Matthias Nicolau. He's up at least 2 rounds. He could be up 3 points. That first round could have been a 10-8 round.
No, they don't get 10-8s anymore.
This one I'd say was a 10-9 round. If you're a Smoker, what can you do? You're getting beat up on the feet.
He has him right where he wants him. He's going to tag him. Watch.
If you go to the ground, you're facing a legit world-class BJJ guy. What do you do if you're in the corner right now? What do you say?
He's been doing those high kicks, and I know Nikolau's going to be like, he's not going to kick me like he's been doing, and then boom, one shot, he's going to catch him, and it's going to be night for Nicolau. Smolka back on his winning ways, creeping that much closer back to a title shot.
So if I'm his corner, what I say is, listen, you're getting your ass kicked, so we're going to go code Ponzinibbio. And you know what that means? Game plan Ponzinibbio, code Ponzinibbio. That means whatever you do, poke him in the eye.
Yep.
And then throw everything you can in that 3 seconds before the referee realizes he got poked in the eye.
Or say that he bit you, because that's automatic point deduction, and you're right back in this fight. This could be a draw. Smolka's coming
that
out.
Left hook. I mean, he has landed it all. I mean, it can't miss.
None of those shots have landed.
It can't miss. Another left hook.
Well, I had Smolka in DraftKings, so as long as he survives this, it'll be less points for Nicolau. So it's almost like a win-win.
Man, he is landing that left hook over and over again. We're right now, we're at 433, 432.
Oh, I got a prediction. Louis Smolka, welcome to Bellator 2018.
Oh, another nice left hook by. I mean, I know I keep saying it over and over again. If you're not watching for some reason, you don't have Fox Sports 1. You're missing out. The newest sponsor of the MMA Takeover, Fox Sports 1. Reach out to your local cable provider, demand Fox Sports 1. Nikolai gets a takedown, immediately steps over, passing guard. Actually, Smolka did a good job to maintain the guard position. Smolka standing over him, looking at him, wondering in his head why Sean Shelby would give him this matchup. It was too easy for him.
You say it's too easy, but
wondering why he trained so much for this matchup. Oh, that left. I mean, seriously, every single time he throws it, he hits it. Every time.
Yeah, all it takes is one punch. Everyone knows that. One punch for Smolka. Nicolau is faces on the canvas.
And ladies and gentlemen, that is David Chicken Parm Stewart using the cliches. I mean, they call him around the MMA scene. They call him the king of the cliches.
Listen, if a rope can beat Ian McCall, Louis Smolka can beat Nicolau. Everyone knows that. Anything didn't Jake Ellenberger lose because he got his foot in the cage, his toe?
No,
See, anything can happen in MMA.
Everyone who's surprised that Ian McCall lost by a rope, scratching him in the face, has not watched Ian McCall in the last 4 years
well,
or
he
something.
Hasn't fought in the last 4 years.
There's nobody in the history of MMA more unlucky than Ian McCall.
That is true.
Another takedown by Nikolai. I mean, he's put on display. This kind of fight. This is one that opens up the eyes for people. This is one of those ones.
Nah, Dana White hates this kind of crap.
You think he kind of lost some momentum when he beat John Moraga. I mean, he had momentum beating John Moraga, and then he obviously had the USADA violation, was out, and you can tell that this man has not just been sitting around. Just scrolling through the MMATakeover.com, which wouldn't be a bad idea either.
No, that's a great idea.
But he hasn't been doing that.
No,
he's been also listening to our
past
live
interviews,
while running on a treadmill, while grappling.
That's true.
So I mean, that's always if you're a fighter and you're listening to this, the best way to become a better fighter
is to be in it. That is true. Okay, we have this is everyone knows
left hook, and also join the MMA Freaks. MMA forum.
We have just almost 2 minutes left in round 3 of a one-sided domination by Louis Smolka. 2 minutes. Here we go. This is a sad day because I want to say. You know what? I'm going to say something. I'm sad that we lost a fighter who wanted to retire. Nate the Great Marquardt, he hung it up after an illustrious career. Beat Tyrone Woodley back in Strikeforce, and I was always a big fan of Nate the Great, so enjoy retirement, Nate the Great Marquardt. Just wanted to throw that in there.
That was touching.
I enjoyed watching him fight.
Very touching. Well, I mean, Smolka, to his credit, he's been getting his ass kicked for 13 minutes, but he's still coming forward. He's pressing the action. He's trying to finish this fight. He's just outclassed. Oh. Takedown. Wow, that was sweet. He caught Smolka overextending, stepped behind him, swept the leg out. It was it was a thing of beauty. Speaking of sweep the leg out, kind of reminded me of Karate Kid when they would call him sweep the leg. He did.
He did it. We just under a minute now, 55 seconds left, and was this an entertaining fight to start? What do you think? How did this? I mean, obviously it was a one-sided dismantling by Nicolau. Did this fight? Was this fight everything you wanted it to be, or no? Was it little bit of a letdown to start?
Yeah,
UFC
this was definitely impressive. I want to throw a shout out to my friend Daniel Levy and Shaq. I don't know Shaq's last name, but he is at the MMA Genius on Twitter. They max bet this fight that Matthias Nikolai would run through Smolka, and he did. And he's trying to get. He's got a deep rear naked choke with 20 seconds left. He's trying to finish this. Smoker's wincing. This could be it. He might. Wow, he toughed out of it, and that's on the chin right now, which sometimes is even worse. They're cranking on your chin. Wow, he steps over. He can have an armbar. He can step over. Nope, he rolled out, man. Wow.
I just think like that in DraftKings, you missed a third round. Yeah. You missed points because he didn't get that submission. So
yeah, you did lose on points, but you still got a lot of points from Matthias.
But still, that extra couple points in DraftKings. Now I know. Did you bet this in DraftKings? Did you pick any of these?
I you know what? I'm not sure.
Not sure.
Speaking of DraftKings,
newest sponsor, I guess.
How did you know? How did you know?
I just had an inkling.
So let's go to our official scorer, Felipe. Felipe, how'd you score that fight?
Yeah, let's get him on the mic.
Well, we gotta get him on the mic for the next
one. Get him on the mic.
We gotta go to the mic. Okay, we're gonna go to the mic right now, ladies and gentlemen. We have Felipe. Felipe, introduce yourself. Listen, Felipe.
Listen. I came over here to watch a fight. At their parents' house. You didn't even tell me I was gonna be on live.
Felipe, first of all, what's your last name?
Coverage here, Carvalho.
Felipe is Brazilian, and instantly Colby Covington stopped to this.
For that fight, 10-8, all 3 rounds for Nicolau. Obviously,
you've been drinking too.
Yeah.
That was Smolka 100%.
All right, you scored 10-8 all 3 rounds.
All 3 rounds.
And you know what? That would be a 30-24 scorecard. And I didn't hear. We were talking. I didn't hear what the official. I know Nico. Oh, they haven't announced it yet. I'm not too far off from. I'm gonna go 30-25. I didn't go 10-8 the second round, But I actually think the first round was 10-8, and I think the third round. I mean, it was one-sided.
Split decision.
It wasn't even close.
Does that make you proud being a Brazilian coming into America and winning? That's kind of reflects your life, no? A Brazilian who came to America and now winning, right? That kind of this match right here summed up your life. You just Brazilian coming to America, just crushing it. And plus, you usually like to beat up Hawaiians too, right? Don't you have a history of beating up Hawaiians?
No history of beating up Hawaiian.
Do you like Hawaiian pizza?
No, Hawaiian pizza is awful.
Speaking of pizza, racist. Speaking of pizza,
who puts pineapple on pizza?
Listen, speaking of pizza, if you're at home right now, we just perfect segue to our poll. Yep. We're gonna order pizza, and we want the people at home to tell us what we should decide. Vote A for Domino's or vote B for Famous Pizza. So make sure
I forgot about the old Famous Pizza.
A for Domino's, B for Famous.
I think Famous Pizza.
And we're going to be an asshole and make someone deliver it in a snowstorm. I mean, it really is a snowstorm outside.
Oh, man.
Speaking of,
that's why you've been hearing all the technical difficulties, because the snow is affecting the... Oh, here we go.
It's here for a decision.
Is my mic really on, or are we just pretending?
No, you're on.
Double check, make sure Felipe's on it.
Someone
at home, let us know Felipe's on. We're going to the judges' court on official decisions. Wow, we got...
Louis Smolka.
Okay, Matthias Nicolau gets a 30-26, 30-26, and 30-25. Those are huge scorecards. For those who might not really understand how that works, each round a fight happens, a judge will score the round, who he thinks wins or loses. Usually if they think someone wins, they go 10-9. So, at the end of the 3 rounds, you add up the points, and then that's your winner. Now, if you go 10-8, that means you really think a guy whooped his ass. And in this case, all 3 judges scored at least 1 round 10-8, and 1 judge scored 2 rounds 10-8, like I did. And our official judge, Felipe, went with the 3 10-8 rounds.
God bless you. It wasn't even close. Nicolau controlled that fight from bell to bell.
Yeah, it was entertaining. I mean, this was to me, like I said, I think it was a coming out party for Nicolau. And speaking of coming out party, Dave, do you have
Yes, I do. It's been a long time, but I've officially joined the cyborg bandwagon.
Okay. I thought it was a bigger coming out party.
Wait. Before we came on, I thought you were taking some...
I know, I'm taking Holly home. I'm just kidding.
Okay. Right. He's also taking drugs, by the way. That's
well, let's talk about...
Anybody else who's taking Holly home, you are on drugs. Speaking of which, if you haven't
taking Holly home.
If you haven't decided on who you think should win, first thing you should do, head over to thematakeover.com. Look up, just go right down, either on a news page or you can scroll down a little further on our original content. It'll say original content. Yeah. There's a good debate called The Great Debate.
I was going to say, isn't it a great debate? Not just a good debate.
Yeah. It's a great debate. It should. I think in 2018 it's going to be renamed The Really Great Debate. And it's 2 guys debating the outcome of the win. So you can read one side that will try to convince you Chris Cyborg win, and you read another side that will try to convince you that Holly Holm's going to win. And our own Jordan Carroll, a fantastic writer, one of my favorite writers already. He wrote the side for Holly Holm. He did that while doing LSD. And yours truly wrote the argument for Chris Cyborg. And the way we do the great debate, if your fighter wins, you're the champion and you defend the belt at the next pay-per-view. And I'm actually on an unprecedented 6-fight winning streak.
Well, it looks like
you're still getting paid like Demetrius Johnson.
Tonight.
Still getting paid like Demetrius Johnson.
No respect over here. Until you win about 32 championship fights.
We have a couple other guests. I don't know where they are.
We don't know. Should we reach out?
We haven't heard.
They may be stuck in the highway, snowing pretty hard.
It is true, as we said.
I got an.
Oh no! Hold on. We got a late breaking news.
I got a text saying we'll be there at 8:20.
Who?
It is now 8:29.
Who said that?
I don't know what.
Is that Jimmy D?
We're gonna have a surprise.
Is that Jimmy D?
We're gonna have a surprise. It might be another Brazilian.
Wow, 2 Brazilians in one house.
And then we're gonna make them do jiu-jitsu against each other. Who would win? Yes. Let's set this up. Who would win a fight? You or Jimmy? Felipe.
I've never met Jimmy.
Wow.
So what are you saying? He's no match for you? You don't even know who this guy is.
I don't even know who
he said, who the F is that guy?
He may be here right now. I think I just heard something at the door.
Is someone at the door?
I don't know. Let's see. Hold on. Come in. Oh, it's former UFC veteran Tank Abbott. Tank, how you doing?
Come and knock on my door. Speaking of Tank Abbott, true story. This is a 100. We're trying to keep this difference between us and. Okay, open the door for him. This difference between John Anik and Joe Rogan. They get a break right now. We have to fill in commercial time. And speaking of Tank Abbott debuted at UFC 6, and UFC 6 has a very special place in my heart because that's actually the first UFC I ever saw. And the first MMA fight I ever saw was Tank Abbott knocking out John Matua. He knocked him out, and then he taunted him. Ladies and gentlemen, in here. Oh, in the ladies' viewership just got Jimmy Rocher is in that. Listen, we got a big matchup coming up right now. We have a middleweight matchup. Two budding. Can I say budding prospects?
Yes, you could use the word budding if you.
Would that fit here?
Yes.
Okay, we have Marvin Vettori versus Amari Akhmedov.
That's who I'm going. I'm calling it right now.
Yeah.
This guy beat the unstoppable that guy, whoever that guy is. This guy right here.
Razak.
All on Razak Al Hassan's nut.
You know why everyone was on Razak Al Hassan's nuts? Because they read the Q&A we did on the MMATakeover.com with the own Razak Al Hassan. And
well, I'm going Amar on this one. I'm just throwing it out there.
Marvin Vettori is taking this one.
Yeah, going with Marvin Vettori.
Let's put Jimmy on the mic. Get Jimmy's.
So Felipe is taking the favorite Vettori. You're going with the upset pick.
I'm going with the upset pick.
And you know what? I looked earlier today. Only 11% of the population is taking
Who you got? Martin?
Jimmy, who you got? You're going to go with the 89%? You're going to go with the 11%?
Yeah.
And it was the 11%.
Okay, he's going with the 11%. So
Jimmy just handed me his wallet because he doesn't.
And I promise you, I won't do that. Madoff.
Only like 17 more times, I think.
Okay. And I'm going to go with the Russian myself because you know what? I just can't bet against Russians. There's a Russian movement coming in. It's kind of like the British invasion.
Tell the people about the actual picks. You guys do picks on the website.
Yes.
Each staff member does picks. Just the main card.
We do just the main card. Well, we used to do more, but we reduce it down just for I don't know what the word is. Grammatical view, just for I don't know. Aesthetic, yes, for aesthetic pleasure. We moved it down just to the main portion. And Corey Gronfield runs our predictions. He does a fantastic job. He never missed a week. And we all submit our picks. And he tracks them. He tracks them the year. This is the last card. We will be crowning a champion of that. And I'd like to proudly announce this.
How do I get on that?
I would like to proudly hold on. I would like to proudly, before we get to that, I would like to proudly, in our first full year, mathematically, we already have a winner of this year's. He can't be beat. Ladies and gentlemen, that's yours truly who's speaking right now. I am the 2017 MMA Takeover Predictions Champion with a whopping, I think my winning percentage was a whopping 13%. No. We can go right there right now. We'll go to the prediction stage, which is obviously right there, right under predictions.
I believe it was around 64%.
Well, look at Felipe. Felipe, let's see how close he is to what my prediction rate is right now. I am leading with 63.7, and I like the confidence Felipe that thinks I'm going to finish. You think I'm going to finish over 64%?
Yes.
I mean, 64%. I can be president with 64%. No.
64.
Maybe.
And in that 64%, I did lose to Derek Brunson, Anderson Silva fight, and I still want that to be changed because Derek Brunson won that fight. I mean, sure, that happened in.
The UFC has gotten your letters, and they're not switching the decision.
Free Derek Brunson.
They said, please stop writing us letters.
Speaking of Derek Brunson, I don't know how I'm segueing in this one, but we have a lot of new content coming up this week where we're going to have our own 2017 awards. We're going to be giving out Fighter of the Year, Fight of the Year, Knockout of the Year, Submission of the Year, Upset of the Year, Event of the Year, Story of the Year, and Breakthrough Fighter. I don't know. 8. There's 8, I think. I don't know if there's any more. But, yeah, we're going to put them all out there. They're going to be voted on our staff. We have our winners. And you'll find out. That'll be the 1st. When is that? That's 2 days from now. It's Monday morning.
Monday morning.
Make sure you head up.
Everything changes.
There's nothing. There's not a better way to start the new year without going to the MMATakeover.com website
with a pizza, with a big pizza,
and
a Sam's Club soda, and you're
the newest sponsor of the MMA Takeover.
Okay.
And while that's happening,
so
also on Tuesday, we're going to have our bold predictions for 2018.
I thought you were going to say our staff bowling party.
Yeah. We're gonna have our bold predictions for 2018, and when I say bold, I mean bold. Not like Demetrius Johnson is gonna defend his title. No, I mean bold.
Like Brock is gonna fight Demetrius Johnson, or Sage Northcutt versus Brock Lesnar are gonna be announced later on tonight in a specialty exhibition, an
MMA Takeover exclusive.
Yep. Only us. It's gonna happen in.
We're gonna break the news right now.
Coventry, Rhode Island.
So Jimmy, have a seat. You can sit in the middle over here if you want.
Oh, no, I'm good.
Yeah, have a seat over there. We got
Jimmy's minding the chips.
So you're taking the Russian, huh, Keith?
I'm going to take the Russian over Italy because the reason why my thinking with the Russia over Italy, I'm thinking back to World War II when Italy lost to Russia. No. Too soon?
No.
Too soon?
Too soon.
Okay, too soon. Okay. No, actually, Vittori's a pretty big favorite here. He's a natural middleweight. He's going to have a big size advantage. Akhmedov is actually moving up in weight.
Knockout tonight, right here.
He's actually moving up in weight
in the first round.
Why are you lying?
But you know what? Sometimes
it's happening right now.
Sometimes moving up in weight has really worked out for some guys. Kelvin Gastelum has been working out for him. Anthony Johnson moved up like
80 pounds.
Yeah, he moved up 2 weight classes.
He's fighting super heavyweight pretty soon, 265 and over.
So Akhmedov is 17-4 out of Russia. Marvin Vettori is 12-3.
I'm thinking quick and early stoppage.
Marvin Vettori. Let's go to his record. Let's see. He's on a 1-fight winning streak, but he is 2-1 in the UFC. He's a fighter out of Italy.
Are any of these guys ranked? I know you guys do your own rankings.
He is not ranked. Yeah, that's true. Wait, good. Davis is best at this. The newest rankings will be coming out this
New
Wednesday.
Rankings to start off 2018. And you guys don't UFC, you do Bellator, you do all the other promotions. You don't just stick to UFC.
Should I do this right now? Should I do this?
Are you going to make the big announcement? The big announcement's got to be for 10 o'clock.
Okay.
That's got to be the big one.
I might forget.
Okay.
Oh, nice body kick by Akhmedov. Wow, he's winging that left hand. Speaking of that left hand, how about Matthias? I think Matthias Louis Smoko with left hands. They're in the back. He's landing left hands on him.
What's he, Charles Crazy Horse Bennett?
Fox Sports 1 is promoting the Cal Stanford game next because, if you're watching the UFC prelims, you're probably going to watch that instead of going to the pay-per-view. Speaking of which, do you have a prediction in that Cal Stanford game?
You know what? I got to go Stanford.
Okay.
75-68.
There you go. Bet the line. Take the over. Take Stanford. Bet all your money on that.
Akhmedov's just looking for that one mid low.
Just like that, we've lost it. Oh.
Akhmedov. I don't know. Listen, if we just say a bunch of it, we probably get it right.
Let's just.
I think it's Akhmedov. Oh, nice shot by Vettori. Vettori landed that left hand. Vettori is. Wow, they are winging.
Here we go.
Here comes the ending in another 10 seconds.
Oh, nice.
Vettori.
I'm surprised.
11% is going to win right now.
We're just hitting the 3-minute mark. If you're trying to time it at home, we're at 3 minutes. Well, Vittori's getting tapped. McDuff is just.
That's because you can't knock out a Russian.
He's landing. Oh wow, these guys are swinging. This is fight of the night so far.
You got that right. Fight of the night right here.
So far. Speaking of which, if you still question if you should order the pay-per-view, the UFC has been on rolls with some great pay-per-views. 2008. 218. UFC 218. I'm screwing this up. 218 was a fantastic pay-per-view. Before that was 217, 216.
You might as well just keep going down. 191 was good. 190 was good.
218 had the possible knockout of the year with nice right hand. Possible knockout of the year with Francis Ngannou. Possible fighter of the year, and Max Holloway was on that card.
Yeah.
Possible two possible fights.
Francis could be a fighter of the year.
But two possible fights of the year in Eddie Alvarez, Justin Gaethje, but also on the undercard, Yancy Medeiros and Alex Cowboy Oliveira. Speaking of cowboys, Felipe, you used to be a cowboy in a strip club, right? What was your name? Oh no, I'm sorry. You were an extra in Brokeback Mountain. That was it, right?
Is that
you were broken back? Oh wow, but Vittori's actually.
How you gonna set me up, Keith?
Vittori's. Speaking of your setup, I think Akhmedov is setting up a takedown. I'm surprised he's actually not shooting for more. That's how he was very successful against. Oh, nice right. I mean, he's landing that right. He's got that dirty boxing.
You know what though?
But speaking of dirty,
he's throwing these haymakers, and he's gonna lose steam.
He is.
And Venturi's gonna be fresh in the second. It's gonna take him.
It's gonna end. This is a round one stop. It's coming up.
Another right hand. Listen, you went
for the guy in the red.
The guy in the red. If you're just listening at home and not watching with us, the guy in the red is Akhmedov, and the guy in the black
is
Vittori. And nice shot. There's that takedown I was waiting for. 52 seconds left. He's got a pitch against Gage.
He can steal the round right
looks
here,
like
even though I think he's winning anyway.
And Vittori was a little too heavy on the hips. And
too heavy on the hips because he's eating them chips like Jimmy D.
Too heavy on the hips. That's what Dave Stewart's last girlfriend said. You're too heavy on the hips.
Too heavy on the hips and stop eating them chips. I like salt and vinegar. My favorite chips, if in case you're wondering.
Goes good with chicken parm. That's chicken parm Dave Stewart.
That is true.
How are we doing on the pizza there? Are we
doing... Let's check the polls. Let's check the polls.
Okay,
let's look on the pizza poll.
Have a look on the pizza poll.
Remember, if you think we should order from House of Pizza. Domino's is A and B is Famous Pizza. If you think we should do Hawaiian pizza, go kill yourself.
Or C, other. We can get Chinese food.
All right, just joking. We shouldn't talk about killing yourselves because
this is a sad time of year. A lot of people take their
2017.
Yeah. Well, round one, I'm going to give it to my guy. I'm giving it to Omar. Calling it. That was round one. It was a very close round, but I think Omar did more damage, cleaner shots. 10-9. Omar. Felipe? How'd you score that round?
I would say 10-9. I won't even pronounce his name, but the Russian.
Good. Yeah, no, I think Akhmedov won that fight. He was landing. I thought he was landing the clean shots. He was pressuring. I think a takedown there at the end
would have sealed it.
What I say?
The round. You said the fight.
I'm seeing in the future, brother.
2 more rounds.
The UFC just announced that was a 1-round fight.
That's what they should do.
1-round fight. They haven't told us that. That was it. We're breaking the news right now. That was the MMA Takeover exclusive news.
No, I heard another MMA exclusive. CM Punk is fighting Floyd Mayweather at UFC 227.
Floyd Mayweather Senior. All right, we're back. They're about to start the
round two.
Second action.
This is
they're promoting UFC 219 pay-per-view tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. on the West Coast.
And 4 p.m. Mountain.
It's 4 p.m.
Here comes Vittori. It's gonna happen right now. Here comes the knockout.
We're not sure what time Mountain. I think that's 8 p.m. Yep, 9 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. I think it's like 2 in the afternoon and. He's taunting him. Okay. So when 3 guys get really excited, you just gotta scream out Thug Rose.
Needs to start checking
those
shots.
Nice left hook.
He's gotta check those kicks.
Vittori is getting a little aggressive here. He's stepping in.
Nice knee here. Possible takedown right here.
He stepped in. He's in the high crotch.
Oh, the old high crotcher. That's the name of my new podcast, the High Crotch.
That's not a good place to be right
that was
now.
Speaking of high crotch. That was
High Crotch.
High Crotch was Felipe's nickname in high school.
Could
Vittori, as we're laughing here, Vittori is going for an armbar. He's going for an armbar. Oh, he did it to a triangle. What? You know what? It's not often that Italians get submissions. Wow, this is.
It is tight, but
Italy is. I mean, Italy is not really known for their MMA. I'm not trying to make any jokes here.
What are you talking about? What about who's the famous Italian fighter?
Alessio Sakara,
we go.
In his last fight in about 14 seconds.
Yeah,
this actually story about him is longer than his last fight.
What?
Muscles out of it. that's from that Russian training.
It's true.
That's that Rocky IV.
Rocky IV
when
lifting up. Yep.
He's running up a treadmill.
Rocky's not Russian.
No, I'm talking about Drago and Rocky IV.
Yeah, but Drago was trained by the scientist. Rocky was the one that ran up in the snow.
No, but that's Akhmadov. No, I'm saying running up the treadmill with all the things connected to him. That's just pure Russian
Me and my wife, we just watched all the Rocky movies in a row just to...
You and your wife just watched all the Rocky movies?
For the new Rocky Balboa, because you got to pay her on Amazon for that one, which is a crime.
I heard she was watching different movies with her boyfriend.
No, she was watching that. She liked the Rocky movies.
Me and my family were actually going through the Harry Potter movies with my kids. Second time around.
Second time around?
Yeah.
That was a very nice shot.
My second time around with kids too. We don't talk about my.
We don't talk about that here.
We don't talk about my first batch of kids.
Yeah.
I love you, Hector. Daddy misses
what are we
you.
drinking over there?
Daddy
We got
misses
Jimmy D drinking a certain beverage. Oh, wow!
This is
an unofficial sponsor.
Remember, this is a family.
This is a family home.
Family podcasting, YouTube, whatever we call it.
When I do, I watch fights and scream at Buffalo Wild Wings. Oh, very nice spinning back fist that did little damage.
Spinning back fist.
Each guy is definitely slowed down. The pace is definitely slowed.
Speaking of spinning.
Spinning.
Jimmy is a professional spin instructor.
Wow. Soul Cycle?
Yeah.
He's trying with the sidekicks. He's just wasting energy. And he's just laughing at him.
He's backing him up. I think
talking about?
Akhmadov is starting to slow down a little bit.
Each guy's starting to slow down.
He's starting to slow down a little bit. Speaking of which, so is our views.
No. Our viewer. One viewer.
Yeah, that means that somebody is stuck.
Somebody is stuck watching us.
Yeah, somebody's trying to get out. They're trying to get up their computer. And
someone said Shill stepped in dog crap. Thank you, thank you, Putnam. They said Thrill. Oh, who's the Honky Tonk Man fighting? A lot of old references from the Honky Tonk Man. You don't even know the website.
Right after this, we're gonna order pizza.
We're order pizza to start the second half of the prelims.
Yep.
But we still haven't decided. I would go Famous, but then again, money is a big issue.
Famous is a little more expensive, but you get what you. Oh, nice left hook.
And how many pies will we get?
This is a great fight. This is actually a really good fight.
Technical.
Yeah.
Very technical.
Some blood is rolling down Akhmadov's face. If Akhmadov gets this win, that'd be 3 wins in a row for us picking.
He wants gluten-free pizza.
Yeah, it has to be gluten-free,
gluten-free, and organic, of course. Yep.
Free-range.
Listen. It is gluten-free. It's $10 a pizza, but the gluten is free.
And you heard that here on Call 219 on themmatakeover.com.
All right.
How do I
There's no voting. What are you doing?
Hey, Keith, so before we came on there, you were making a comment about Cyborg.
Yes.
And her looks.
Okay. I'm going to say this right now.
He's putting you on the spot right there.
Before you say this, what I want to say is I want everyone to go to Google, the newest sponsor of the MMATakeover.com.
Oh, don't do it. You're going to break your phone.
And put these 3 words in there. Chris, C-R-I-S, Cyborg.
Google does not compute.
And hot. And then when it gets to Google, go to images, and I'm going to tell you right now.
It's going to be a dumpster fire.
You won't admit this. You won't admit this because you can't. But suddenly you're going to see pictures of Chris Cyborg, and it's going to tingle a little down there.
Turn that mic off, Felipe, if you're not
using it. It's going to
you still using it?
It's going to twitch a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're not going to admit it. But Chris Cyborg's a lot better looking than you think. And speaking of better looking than I think, sorry about that one. I have no idea.
Is there one more guest coming in?
Yeah, Jay Martin's coming in. I'm not sure. He'll probably be here about 10:30. I'm guessing.
Just in time for the
if he comes, for sure.
The Neil Magny fight, maybe.
If he comes.
The weather may deter some of these special guests. I almost could get another mic and get Jimmy on, but Jimmy's more of a silent partner here in the calling a fight. Well, you might as well look up because he's in heaven.
So I did get a text from a viewer. They said that we're having a little bit of technical difficulty. We knew that was going to happen. He says they can hear us, but sometimes there's moments they can't hear us.
Yeah,
that's probably a good thing. We probably should thank the Lord for that.
Yeah, we should. It's probably because when it crackles, but we're trying our best to get it so there's no crackle.
If you're
it's
listening,
because the snow, people.
Yeah. All right.
Jeff Munson's outside.
Nice body shot by Vittori. This is a close fight. I got it 2-0 for Akhmadov.
I do too because I have him in DraftKings.
I would say probably 1-1.
No, well, you're saying wrong.
I think it's 2-0. Oh, Vittori's coming out with a little pep in his step.
Yeah, but he's gonna get caught right here.
Akhmedov, wow, big, deep breath from Akhmedov. That is a sign of a tired fighter.
What are you talking about?
He is still winging it, man. He is still winging it.
He's one shot away from putting that Italian on the map.
Oh, nice body shot by Akhmedov.
Rolling him up like a pizza roll.
Vittori's coming out aggressive. He can. I think Vittori senses that Akhmedov is slowed. Wow, he's landing on like
that's dirty.
Speaking of 40 shots in a row, Louis Smoker just did 40 shots in a row at the bar after his loss.
Oh my! And he's eating some vicious knees.
Yeah, I did just.
High knee?
I did just make an alcoholic.
I
made a joke about someone who admitted they're alcoholic, but
what about you don't get that take that the wrong way?
Yeah, they might take it the wrong way, but it was still kind of funny.
Well, obviously, Vittori is definitely winning round 3. He knows he's probably down. Either 1-1 or down 2. I have him down 2 as well.
Explain, Dave.
Explain judging. So
Dave, a second. I don't know, but I like that. I like it. Like that? Yeah, why not? Beauty in the eye of the beholder. Speaking of beauty in the eye, check out Chris Cyborg. To what Dave said, he said something very profound, and we need to explain this to. He said that Vittori knows that he's down. He said he could either be down 2-0 or 1-1. Dave, can you explain how being down 1-1 works?
Well, being down 1-1 is similar to like when you're fighting on the Ultimate Fighter. They only give you the 2 rounds, so this is sudden death round.
No, but explain to me how being down 1-1.
Oh, because he's ugly. He's down in life, Vittori, who you're probably gonna interview next week after he loses this fight.
He's not losing this fight.
No, he's winning this round. I think he's winning.
This round.
Round 2.
He hurt him.
He
hurt him with that left hand.
You can't hurt Russians. Everyone knows that.
Well, he's teeing off.
Here we go. It's
flying.
He doesn't even need it. That's what a Russian doesn't even need it.
I think Vittori made a poor mistake. He knocked out Akhmedov's mouthpiece and actually Vittori pointed to the referee that his mouthpiece is out.
That's
giving Akhmedov a break.
Yeah,
that was a mistake.
That's a rookie mistake. Now he's gonna get caught right here with a big.
You know what he does need? He needs a new barber.
Yeah,
that haircut is atrocious.
How many times are you gonna say that?
The entire country of Italy is disappointed by that letdown of a move. They haven't been that let down since World War II.
This fight is not over yet. Everyone keeps
nice shots. Nice shots by Vittori. I mean, Vittori is fight of the night. These guys are winging it. They're bloodied. They're winging it. I haven't seen this much blood since a shill on Thanksgiving.
Are you still undefeated? Are you 2-0 now?
No.
1-7. You have a bigger losing streak than Jay Ellis.
Speaking of Jay Ellis, he's newest opponent for Nate Andrews at CSMMA.
Breaking news.
That's a MMA Takeover exclusive. And if you just heard that joke, that is a joke. That was not breaking news.
And it's for the title, I heard.
I had to explain it because it probably might actually happen. Oh, wow. Nice counter left by Vittori. Vittori is really, he's fighting a little desperate. It's going to come down to that second round because I think Akhmedov had the first round in the bag. Vittori, actually, it might not come to that second round.
No, it's coming to the second round.
Vittori's got this.
This could be a 10-8.
Vittori's got this round. It's going to come down to that second round. I don't think there's enough to be a 10-8. But
there's still a minute 25 left.
But I'm not a judge, and that's because the state of Rhode Island won't give me my license.
It's because they say you're crooked. They say you've been fixing fights.
You gotta know a guy in Rhode Island.
All right, do you know a guy?
I don't know a guy, but
I mean Felipe.
You say Felipe's name around here, you get in trouble.
If you got a judge, you got to know a guy. And when we talk about judge, we're talking about fight judge, not a law. What would you call it? Criminal law? No, a court judge.
Yeah, a judge.
Because yeah, but I mean,
an actual judge.
Like sitting on a bench judge. Nice shots by Vittori.
Oh, that was.
Gets stuff, falls on top.
The end.
Wow,
he's
got 44
seconds.
I mean, Akhmedov he's absolutely gassed. And the funny thing for him to gas this much, he actually moved up in weight because of gassing issues, and it didn't work. You know what he probably should try is running.
Running to your computer and typing in themmmatakeover.com to see how this fight is going to be written by a certain staff member.
I think he might know he's down 2 rounds because he is really trying to end this fight.
Yeah, I hope it doesn't get ended because I have Amar in DraftKings. But this is not looking good for me.
Yeah, good shots. Good
shots.
shots.
It's not. You don't know nothing.
Felipe,
all he cares about is pizza. It's a 10-8 pizza.
Wow.
And it's over.
All right, but after we find the decision, good fight. That was the best fight so far of the night. But we still have 7 more fights.
Seven more.
Speaking of good quality action, is there a fight you're looking forward to most?
Rick Glenn, Miles Jury.
Wow, that's up next. Way to keep the viewers.
That is great. That's going to be a
Felipe. Do you have
Rick Glenn fight? The guy goes hard. The guy goes all 15 minutes.
Okay, and Felipe. Is there a fight you're particularly looking forward to most?
Yeah, the fight to get the pizza here.
Yeah, I would say getting the pizza here.
Getting the pizza.
I knew you were getting food tonight, so I didn't have dinner.
Getting
drove
food
2
tonight.
hours to get to your house.
Okay.
And you don't even have a pizza here yet.
Listen, we have jokes. We have calling a fight. And Jimmy, is there a fight you're looking forward to most?
I'm gonna go with Felipe.
Okay, so we get no like always. We have absolutely no originality. Everyone keeps making the same joke. So. We're going to the judges right now. We have I believe this is a Geico commercial.
It's a tricycle.
It's the sloth. It's the sloth.
It's a tricycle.
The sloth joke. Yeah, it's a Geico commercial. We won't promote Geico because they are not the newest sponsor. Our official insurance of the MMA Takeover is USAA. Reach out to your local USAA representative. All right, so we're waiting for the judge's decision. We're waiting for pizza. We haven't called yet. We have to check the polls. The polls say
we got to make sure pizza's open because it's snowing here, so we may not even get.
We got to check the polls.
We could always go Chinese.
Give us A for Domino's or B
for famous. Local. Giving the local guys a chance.
Did you put any description on that?
Yeah. I said we're doing a special and go.
Put the tags UFC 219. You put those in there.
Well, you can't do that. You got to do that after. You can't do it for this.
You can't do it live, huh?
No, because it's.
That sucks.
Here we go. Let's turn up the volume just a little bit. So
we're gonna turn the volume. This is an interesting decision. I think Akhmedov's going to win 29-28, but I mean,
this could
be a draw
right now.
It
this
could be a
bad start. Here we go.
It could be a decision for Tory.
Let's see. We got Bruce Buffer with a nice.
It's going to happen. It's going to be a win for Akhmedov, win for Tory, or a draw.
It's going to be a draw.
Here we go. 28-28. 29-28 for Tory. 28-28. We have a majority draw. We have a majority draw. So just to explain what happened, that means one judge gave the fight to Marvin Vettori. He scored a 29-28, meaning they gave 2 rounds to 1 for Vettori. Another judge and the two other judges went 28-28, means they gave 2 rounds. Which I'm assuming they gave it 2 rounds to Akhmedov, and they gave 1 round to Vettori, but they gave that last round a 10-8. I'm a little surprised by the judge that scored at 29-28. Vettori. I thought if it was going to be a 29-28 decision, I would have went to Akhmedov. But you know what this came down to? It came down to Vettori just digging deep, and I mean he just dug deeper.
You got to run it back. That's all you got to do.
We got a
rematch.
I mean, that was a fantastic fight. I wouldn't mind seeing that one again.
Run it back.
And
here we go.
Coming up next, Miles Jury. Felipe, jump up in here, and I'm gonna order pizza.
We gotta figure out what kind of pizza.
Should we order 2 pizzas, or should we order 3?
You gotta order. Well, how many people are we gonna have?
If Jay comes over,
we're gonna have 5. We're gonna have 5, I think.
We may.
I want bacon.
Look at 3.
I want bacon.
Okay, so we're definitely gonna.
Jimmy, what about you?
No. Listen, we're not talking about toppings. We're talking numbers of pizza. 2 or 3.
3
pizzas.
Because you know you're gonna eat them for lunch tomorrow.
You know your fat body. You'll eat a whole one.
Well, you hear that? Hear that body shaming we got going on? That's
what we do. That's
2018. We're not gonna have body shaming. We're not gonna stand for that. Okay. So I'm gonna order pizza. Jimmy, jump on in, brother.
Jimmy don't want. Felipe, you come in here.
Jimmy, listen. Late replacement. We
gotta fill the mic, Jimmy.
You can't be working what we're doing.
Look at Felipe out here. Felipe, kill that mic. Come over here. Is that mic? You turn it off?
Yeah, it's off.
We're coming into the hot seat now, the original hot seat. Well, we didn't even discuss toppings for pizza. That's the biggest thing.
I thought we were going with bacon.
Yeah, 3 bacons?
Definitely not pineapple.
What are we, crazy?
Definitely not pineapple, though.
Got 3 bacon pizzas coming our way. We got Felipe over here jumping in.
So it looks like Keith left his laptop open and his Facebook page up.
You should write that he's peeing with the door open, so everyone can see. Let's see. What is he doing? What's he writing? Who's he talking to? Somebody please. No. We're just checking Keith's Facebook page. He's talking about the MMA Freaks, the forum. So please check them out again. Keith's helping them out with different sorts of MMA related stuff.
So I feel.
What do you feel?
Like Holmes gonna win tonight, but
that's what I'm.
Why don't you tell me how this is gonna happen? How she's gonna?
Well, it's gonna happen around. Tonight. It's gonna happen around 12:30 at night because it'll be main event. So it's gonna be a late fight. A high kick stumbles her, and then a couple of shots on the ground.
Holly Holm has no kicks.
What are you talking about? Holly Holm is.
She's got no kicks.
Oh my god! I gotta get Keith down in here. He's gonna smack you upside the head.
I will tell you how Holly Holm can do this.
How? Elaborate.
The only way she can do it
is what?
With pure striking and jabs and keeping Cyborg at a distance. Because if Cyborg can close in and put her hands on her and take her to the ground, it's all over. It's all over.
See, look, Holly Holm doesn't have kicks, and they're showing her when she just kicked the Betch Correia and when she kicked Ronda Rousey to obscurity.
I'm telling you, she has no kicks.
What's the matter with you?
Hey, listen, even a squirrel finds a nut every
You wish you had a nut.
All right.
You guys want to get the square ones are like bigger, right?
Square? What are we eating? Italian pizza?
Do you guys want to do 3 large circle or 2 squares?
What's the difference?
What's the size difference?
And the price too.
Well, aren't we doing free advertising? They should be providing that. I'm just saying.
I'm gonna make the decision and go 2. I'm gonna make the decision go 2.
Go 2?
I'm gonna go 2.
What kind?
2.
Meat lovers. You gotta get meat lovers.
You could definitely. I know. You could definitely taste the difference between the square and the triangle slice pizza. You could definitely taste it because the square it's more crunchy.
Here's my
you
question.
Get that. You get that.
Here's my question though. Why is a pizza
called a pizza?
Round.
Because the sun.
But why do we put the pizza in a square box?
Why are you here? Why do you exist in this world? And this guy said Holly Holm doesn't have any kicks. He literally said, Holly Holm has no kicks. And literally while they were showing Holly Holm kick Ronda Rousey to obscurity. I know. Get him out of here. Get him, ladies and gentlemen. Get him out of here. Look, no kicks.
Time to step up, brother. Jimmy, time to step up. Jimmy, you gotta step up, man. That one. You can't be that one guy.
We're trying to get our fourth member of the broadcast team back up here.
Jimmy's got no balls.
He's the guy in the background. What kind of pizza did you get? That's the biggest question. The fans want to know. What's toppings?
All right, you see right here. This is
no kick right there.
Right there. She got lucky.
Lucky? That's all she does is
that kick.
Listen, if you're ever going to be an MMA analyst, you need to know a thing or two about MMA. Yeah, that's right. You cough over there. You choke out your tongue over there, Felipe. Unbelievable. This guy said he's got no kicks.
All right, let's go.
Let's go. I mean, we got to get the pizza guy on when he comes down here during the fight, right? We're gonna get the pizza guy on.
Yeah. So
I'm back. We just ordered the pizza, which is always the highlight of the evening when we order pizza. Speaking of highlights, we just saw highlights from Holly Holm. I'm assuming they showed knocking out Betch Correia. I'm assuming they showed her probably knocking out Ronda Rousey. I'm just gonna guess.
No, they actually showed only her fights from Legacy. It's kind of weird. I don't know why.
So we ordered 2 pizzas. We ordered 2. We actually surprised. We didn't go with the round pizzas. Though. We went with the square pizzas.
Yeah.
Which makes sense because it comes in a square box.
Will you shut up?
And speaking of squares, I mean, Felipe is an expert. We went with 2 pizzas. With 2 different toppings.
What'd you get?
I tried to balance out the, because we're all about balancing out the world, kind of coming together.
Yeah. Anchovies, right?
So no, we went with extra bacon.
Extra bacon.
Extra pepperoni on one.
Extra bacon, extra pepperoni.
And on the other one we went kosher.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We got balance it out. The other one we got prosciutto and
had a
fight of the night.
So,
right
Dave Chicken Bomb Stewart's calling fight of the night.
You're gonna see the highlights of Rick Glenn
Miles
fighting.
Jury versus Rick Glenn.
This fight's gonna be awful.
According to the UFC, Miles Jury is ranked 15th,
Awful.
and Rick Glenn is not ranked at all. Miles Jury, as they're showing right now, he's really known for his wrestling. He's grounding, pounding his opponent. That was at UFC 210, which, by the way, I was there live at UFC 210. I was there with Jimmy's cousin, Phil, not Felipe. Yeah. Speaking of Phil, I mean, everyone has one gay friend. That's ours. I know. No, Phil's
This
actually a
kid's gonna
pretty
be a
big
barn
man.
burner.
I don't want to say that. He might beat me up. So we got Miles Jury. At one time was a really hyped up prospect.
And then he got cut by
He
the
was
UFC.
undefeated for a long time. He
he
was on
beat
the
Diego
fast track.
Sanchez, or did he
He
lose
was
to
he
Diego
was on
Sanchez?
he was on the fast track. Hold on. He was on the fast track
to nowhere.
He was on the fast track to get in a title shot and ran into Donald Cowboy Cerrone, which ended it. It was the co-main event of.
I thought he was Diego Sanchez. Did he not
No,
fight
it
Diego
was
Sanchez?
it was,
Look it up on Topology.
I'm almost. Yeah, he fought Diego. He beat Diego, right?
Well, who
he
hasn't beat Diego?
Um,
Diego Sanchez, future UFC Hall of Famer.
I mean, Diego Sanchez it's so hard remembering Diego Sanchez's fights now because he.
Same thing with Clay Guida, but Clay Guida's on a streak now. He's coming back. The Carpenter is coming back. They're 2018, the year of the Carpenter.
Speaking of coming back, Dave Chicken Bomb Stewart back hosting.
Back hosting
back
here with the
calling a
crew calling a fight.
We haven't done a calling a fight in a very long time, and now you can see why.
Because we're terrible. Look it up. I'm pretty sure Miles Jury fought.
Let's check.
Diego
Miles
Sanchez.
Jury. I almost sure
I
you
think
too.
he had 2 losses back to back.
Miles Jury.
He had 2 losses, right? Back to back, right?
Yeah, he beat Diego Sanchez.
Oh,
he's right. He beat Diego Sanchez and he beat Takano But he
who
lost.
hasn't beat Takano
He lost his 2 fights in a row. I was going to get to that he lost. He lost to Donald Cerrone. Decided to move down to featherweight and then got choked out by Charles Oliveira.
Oh well, Charles Oliveira is a great guy.
And
him and Efren Escudero, you know,
the Bronx. Even though he's not from the Bronx, he's from Brazil.
Brazil. Speaking of Brazil, you know somebody from Brazil?
Speaking of Brazil,
Colby Covington.
we're gonna go live right now with Colby. We actually probably could. Do you think if we called Colby Covington, he would come on right now?
We don't have.
Do we have the technology? Can we figure out how to get Colby? Because how great would it be to call Colby
Sam
Covington?
Alvey? We can get Sam Alvey on.
No. I mean, I really could call Colby Covington. I have his phone number.
I don't know if I had the capability to get him on.
Okay, so we can't talk to him on the phone. So, Colby Covington. Colby. Sorry. Colby couldn't talk. He was too busy chasing Tyron Woodley. He was they're running through our neighborhood. He's chasing Tyron Woodley, screaming, "Make the welterweight division great again."
Look at these guys have their own conversation over there. Not even caring about the fights.
So Felipe and Jimmy, it's funny because they both speak Portuguese and they're talking to each other in English, and we both know English but don't speak it well.
Very true. Very true.
Yeah, he lost it, and then he bounced back at UFC 10 by beating Mike De La Torre.
Well, who has to beat Mike De La Torre?
Conor McGregor has it. He can tell his grandchildren that Mike De La Torre can tell his grandchildren, I never lost to Conor McGregor.
It is true.
He can say he never lost to John Jones. He can say he never lost to Demetrius Johnson.
Never lost to Matt Hughes or GSP.
That's true. I mean, the list goes on and on. I mean, the accolades from Mike De La Torre. I mean, it's amazing.
I saw his last fight and it was terrible.
Yeah.
It was on. I think it was on like a Fox Sports.
Mike De La Torre's last. Yeah, I saw his last fight too. I was there live when he fought against.
No, he just fought recently.
Mike De La Torre.
Yeah, he fought
I don't
on like
remember.
an undercard.
It's so hard to remember. There's so many fights.
So
Mike De La Torre recently fought.
He recently fought on like a Fox Sports 1 card and he lost.
Yeah. He lost by submission to Godofredo Pepe.
Oh yeah,
It was Miles Jury. Yeah, and he got cut. He lost to Miles
else.
Jury. He got cut.
I'm thinking of another.
How about Rick Glenn's last fight? Against
Was that Dunham? Did he fight Dunham or no?
No, he lost to Dunham. When he came
wasn't
over,
it a draw?
No, listen, he lost to Dunham when he came over from World Series of Fighting.
Oh yeah.
And but after that, he beat Lando Venata and didn't. Oh no, sorry, it wasn't Lando Venata.
It wasn't Lando Venata.
Hold on. It was the.
He fought Danny Castillo.
Oh my God! I know that one person who's listening is screaming. I can't think of the guy he beat. We gotta.
He's got a record of 24-1.
I mean, he beat the brakes off the guy.
Yeah, it handled
It was like it was a big controversy. Did the referee let the fight go on too long?
Oh, yeah. Who was it? Look it up.
It was. We're going deep. He
Yeah,
beat.
Rick Glenn, great fighter.
Oh my lord, I can't find it.
Just look up his
No,
name.
I know. I'm clicking on the wrong person. That's the problem. I'm clicking on the wrong person.
Miles
I'm
Jury is the
on
favorite.
Mike De La Torre.
Rank
I got to
15.
get out of Mike De La Torre. I got to go over
Get
to
out. Let's
Glenn.
get on Rick Glenn's bandwagon because right now it's going to start. 2018, Rick Glenn.
Tucker. Oh, from Gavin Tucker, and he beat the brakes off. And the fight before that, he fought Felipe Nova in a very close fight that I actually scored. The official score for the MMA takeover was actually for Felipe Nova.
He was the next coming of Anderson Silva?
yeah, Dana White's own.
Dana White's on. Dana White is the guy who never told a lie in his day.
All right, we're about to kick this fight off. This is an exciting fight.
There's too much noise over there in the peanut
Yeah,
gallery.
these guys are
These
unbelievable.
the guy talking about Florida over here.
These
Must
guys
be talking about American Top Team or
These guys
something.
are talking, and Felipe's mic has been off. Was his mic off the whole time?
No, it was.
Out there? I mean, God, his jokes are hitting about as much as Louis Smoker's action was hitting. Holy moly!
Oh my God, Rick Glenn here gonna knock out.
Nice body. So this fight is really comes down to, you really got a slick guy in Jury and a grinder in Glenn, and I don't mean that as an insulting way. Jury's he's a polished fighter, and while Glenn is a lunchbox. Grab your lunchbox, go to work kind of guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
A real ham and egger.
Yeah. and Jury's probably going to want to take this fight to the ground. And I think he's going to have a hard time with Glenn taking him down. Glenn's going to want to. Glenn's like a better version of Darren Elkins, but not as successful yet. But I mean, like
he's
more
pretty
skilled.
successful. He's 24-1. 20 wins, 4 losses, 1 draw, or no contest. I didn't know what it was.
All right.
Rick Glenn likes to get
So right
cut,
now,
a little
we got some clinch fighting. We're not listening. We're not listening to what Joe Rogan's saying, but I'm sure he was probably talking about how grueling.
The clinch game is.
If you are, yeah.
We're talking about Orlando over here.
We got interesting. I mean, the talk about Orlando going on in the background is actually probably better than this fight so far. Hook is landed. Oh, he got zapped.
You got zapped.
Felipe got zapped trying to grab the mic.
I told you this fight was going to be
turn
awful.
Is it on or off?
It's on.
It's on.
Okay,
Good. Turn it off.
It is on.
That's a hot mic
All
over
right,
there.
So right now, I mean, the only action,
This fight is awful.
I mean,
It just
listen,
started.
It's 2 minutes in.
Look at this guy. He looks like he just crawled out of a bar.
I thought you could say a bar.
Speaking of
Oh, a bar.
bar, anybody check on Louis Smoker?
What about the barn cat? Tandem
And
recording.
if you don't know, if you're just tuning in now and you're not getting the Louis
Glenn
Smoker,
looks like a drunk hillbilly.
Timing. Rick Glenn caught the timing, took down Jury, but Jury used the momentum to flip over.
Hey, Keith, where's Glenn from?
Glenn is from America.
From what state in America?
Hey, one of them.
Virginia?
Listen, we don't segregate here. You know what I mean?
We're all one big family here, not like you.
You know, we don't insult people.
Yeah, we don't insult their race, creed, or
Listen, all I
nationality.
asked was what state he's from.
I said a state.
Which one?
A good one. Yes, you know, we got to confuse the fans here, especially the people on MMAFreaks.com.
Yeah,
How many
speaking of
people are
MMA
listening
freaks,
to this right now?
we don't know. We don't count those. We don't count that. You know,
We got-
man, we have hundreds and thousands,
Hundreds of
hundreds of thousands.
I mean, you can't go down the street with someone and say, "Aren't you the guy from the MMA Takeover?" And you say, "No."
I mean, you're probably better off asking, saying who isn't listening. And the answer is, I mean, everybody.
I mean, former fighters are listening,
right,
tuning in.
So, I mean, right now, Glenn was able to get back to his feet.
Rick
Where
Glenn's
did they
gonna
find
catch
these
him.
guys for this fight?
At a gym
Where?
in a country.
They are awful.
This fight is just started. We got 90 seconds left in round number 1, a uneventful round number 1 to start off. Miles Jury, Rick Glenn, but it could all change here very soon with one punch or one takedown or one submission.
Yeah, sorry, I was a little distracted. Of course, I was just checking the MMATakeover.com. If you are listening to this and we're being too loud and you can't figure out who won, just head over to the MMATakeover.com. We have all the fights recaps. We have Yeah, we got 3 fights. We're 3 fights in.
And each one has been updated?
And I'm
actually 4 fights
I'm
in.
3-0 in my picks.
Wait.
We never made our pick for this fight.
Rick Glenn.
Oh, I went with Rick Glenn too, even though I didn't say it publicly. But
I did go Rick Glenn.
All my picks are tracked.
You picked the draw for the last one?
No,
but you don't count the draw.
You don't count the. That's a push.
Listen, if you pick the underdog and he gets the draw,
if
that's
you
a
pick
win.
the draw just flat out, which I've done before.
Speaking of picking the draw,
I'm just saying.
Dave is the only guy in the history they ever taken to pick a draw. That'll go in the. Oh, nice flying knee! But that just wanted out. He did a flying switch knee.
Not a high knee, like a step knee.
Well, he did a switch.
Show me on Felipe. Felipe, stand over there.
We got 15 seconds of the round. Not a lot of action. Very.
I hate to say it. I got to give Jury this round, which I don't want to do.
Way to call it fight of the night.
See, I just jinxed it.
But speaking of, hold on a second. A lot of people don't remember this, but a lot of people will see a fight in the first round and not see a lot of action. One of the most famous, one of the most favorite. Actually, speaking of it, was just displayed on Christmas Eve as the second greatest fight in UFC history by the MMA and specifically me, who wrote the series, was the Robbie Lawler versus Rory McDonald, the second fight, one of the greatest fights ever, and their first round was terrible.
Guess who's not fighting in this fight?
Robbie Lawler and Rory McDonald.
That is correct.
Well, we don't know that yet. The round 2 could happen. It could stumble into.
Listen, I mean, I saw Conor McGregor jump in the cage and stop fighting.
Yeah,
and,
so it could happen.
You know what? He jumped in, he attacked the referee, but he wouldn't have done that to Cecil Peoples. Cecil Peoples would have laid his ass
Or
out.
Frank Trigg. Frank Trigg.
That's true. You know what? That actually, I'd like to see. I'd like to see Conor McGregor jump in the ring when Frank Trigg is
reffing.
Yeah. How about Herb Dean? Herb Dean used to be.
Herb Dean.
Herb Dean. You know, he has a trivia question for you.
I know who it is. He's Joe Riggs.
Well, you know you were good when you know the answer before the question's asked. That's impressive there, Dave. Speaking of trivia,
was that the question?
Yeah, it was. I've put it on our trivia. Is that why you got it?
I always do that.
Did you get it from going to our trivia every Tuesday?
I'll say I did get it every Tuesday.
Posted every Tuesday. And if you go to our page right now, you can go to the bottom of the page to our trivia section, and you can take some of the old trivias. When we're killing, you know what we're gonna do? When we're killing time, we're gonna go to our old trivia. You want to do that when we're killing a commercial break?
Sure. If a fight ends early and they're
okay
on here, they're kind of waiting for the.
I'm gonna guess this fight doesn't end early.
What are you talking about?
Speaking of ending early, no, we're keeping this PJ-13.
It's true because it's if we want the little babies to listen.
Speaking of, what I was gonna say, speaking of early, I guess House of Cards, the series ended early.
Yeah. I never watched it.
It's coming back.
Shut up, you.
They're doing season 6.
They're doing season 6 now of House of Cards?
They are.
I haven't watched season 4 and 5 yet.
Listen,
season 1.
We just need to get the famous pizza guy here on
Glenn
the phone.
almost gets a takedown. Jury, honestly, Jury's looking pretty good. He's
cut.
Glenn up.
That's good. Once Rick Glenn gets cut, that's when you know the fight's really started.
Miles Jury is looking loose on it. He's looking loose on his feet.
Here we
go. I mean, Rick Glenn has
These
that
two
mustache.
guys are awful.
He has that mustache. It looks terrible.
These two guys would murder you.
I actually think we might be having some a little bit better tech. I don't think we've had any problems. We haven't got any text messages recently saying how terrible our.
I guess we're doing okay.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
We're having a good time chatting it up here.
Yeah.
We're just waiting for one more special guest to come later, and then another special guest, the pizza guy. We may get him on here. Cool him down.
Yeah, we got to get the pizza guy in here.
Have him predict his next fight.
He's definitely
all right. Right now, Miles Jury is trying to take the back of Rick Glenn.
You can't
He's sliding that leg in. He's got one hook in. He's just trying to control. You know, if you're listening right now, everything Joe Rogan is saying, I've said before, because, that's how we do it. That's how we do it. Joe Rogan's a little behind our times. Glenn shoots in on a single. He's got a deep single. It's going to be hard to get in, though, because Jury had that underhook in. He let go. He's going with the overhook now, which was not the right move.
Is that Ben Askren right there?
That was not. Ben Askren is there. Speaking
of someone, we know someone that
he recently retired undefeated. And speaking of who else retired undefeated, yours truly did. 1-0. Because I never faced Mike De La Torre.
There's still time. That's what we got to do. We got to push you. One more fight.
One more. I'll come back out. Mike De La Torre.
Fight for the local promotion over here.
Me versus
reality fighting.
Me versus
get you versus Namstar Nasser.
Nice knee in there by Rick Glenn. Miles Jury's dropping down his own single right now.
I mean, this is still a fight of the night. I don't know what you guys are saying. This is a technical. This is a scientific battle. This is a game of battleship.
We have the NFL Week 17 promotion going on. It's the last week of the NFL season. And speaking of the NFL season, yours truly won my local work fantasy football league. I'd like to thank the Academy for that and God. Nice takedown by Miles Jury. Miles Jury is looking to get a head and arm choke. Felipe. Head and arm choke. This is the move that you put on your young child when they act up, right? You go with this to head and arm choke.
The rear naked choke.
Oh, you go rear naked choke.
Oh yeah, that's savage.
Yep. You got to put them
Speaking
to
of
sleep right away.
No, got to keep this PG for if you want to sponsor this.
Wait, you did a rear naked choke? I thought you usually like to choke so much rear. Choke a naked rear. All right. Miles Jury does have one hook in. He's riding the back pretty well. He's got an over-under position.
A real
I just realized just now that Dominic Cruz is commentating.
Yeah.
And I mean,
right they got to get that guy. They got to get Jimmy Williams from Bellator.
And now we announced that someone who just heard that said, "Oh my God, Dominic Cruz is," and they jumped over.
I know.
Miles Jury. I mean, he's up 2 rounds to nothing. And
we don't know
the thing is Rick Glenn is not really a
good fighter. He's an okay fighter. I'm telling you, there's still a round 3 to go, so you can't count him out. He may be down. Wasn't a Bigfoot Silva down 2 rounds when he was fighting Alistair Overeem, and what happened? Didn't the Reem go to sleep? Speaking of Reem, is Alistair Overeem still sleeping for the Nagano punch? Oh, somebody here? Is there another special guest? I heard a door.
We heard a door. It's definitely gonna be. It's gonna be the Pizza Man. And I'm riding solo because Dave. I mean, listen. There is nobody who loves pizza more than Dave.
So
shut up about it.
Wait.
So Keith, I just broke my phone here.
We're
doing that Google search that you.
Yeah. Okay.
I did. I went ahead and Googled it, and I just have to say that makeup in Photoshop.
It's not too bad, is it?
Those wonders.
Be honest, it's not too bad.
Wonders.
It's not. Just be honest, it's not too bad. When she gets a professional.
Google Cyborg.
Look, come here,
hot.
Jimmy. We're gonna talk about this. Put Chris Cyborg hot, and then go to images, and you tell me that she's not a better looking woman than you think. Now, yes, I understand that's a professional photographer, professional makeup person. Yeah, but guess what? When you see pictures of Paige Van Zandt all smoke show, it's the same thing. Chris Cyborg and put hot, and then just start going through the pictures. And I'm telling you, she's a much more attractive woman than she gets credit for. Listen, I'm not saying she's winning a beauty pageant anytime soon. Listen, Felipe's not winning a beauty pageant anytime soon. But I'm just saying she's a more of attractive woman than she gets credit for. Because because when she comes out in the UFC, she doesn't get dolled up like a lot of these other fighters do. But, a lot of people say, oh, it's Photoshop and it's a, professional makeup artist and a professional photographer. Well, when you see Paige Van Zandt modeling for a picture, it's the same damn thing. Paige Van Zandt ain't that hot in real life. I mean, she's super hot, but you get the point. Look at you. Tell me you wouldn't tap that ass. Yeah, you would. and speaking of Brazilian lovers, Felipe's Gabby Garcia.
Oh yeah,
that's more.
That's more Felipe's style. What?
Chris.
This guy got jokes. Well, there goes the sponsors.
Guy joke like that hasn't been done as many times as Dave's asked for pizza. All right, we're heading to the third round.
Third round of this barn burner. Could go either way.
Miles Jury is up 2-0.
Gina Carano.
Yeah, well, you're talking about the hottest lady alive. Here's Felipe's girl right there.
Oh my God.
All right, we're in the third round. It's 407, 406. If you're watching, trying to follow at home, 403, 402 left in the.
Oh man, this fight's still going.
This fight is still going. We're in the third round. Not a lot of action. I got Miles Jury up 2-0. Oh, nice uppercut by Jury. Glenn is pushing.
2-0. Who's he fighting?
He's fighting Rick Glenn.
Rick Glenn isn't fighting. Neither of them are fighting. It's a draw.
Nice left hook by Miles Jury.
I'm calling a second draw in the night.
What does it matter with you? Why'd you invite him here?
I want to know I want to know who's going to win, Felipe or the car ride home.
The
who's
snow.
gonna win, the car or the snow? I'm going to bet on the snow.
The bridge embankment when he crashes.
Yeah, that bridge embankment's undefeated. Nice,
very
nice,
true.
Nice little short elbow in the clinch by Glenn. Oh, there's a little cameo.
The clinch. Whatever happened to the clinch?
The clinch. Speaking of clinch, that's what started it all. It all started with the clinch. And here we are. It's still in my basement. But since then, we've redone the floors. Since then.
The clinch. That was the first.
We got music in here.
Whoa,
which, I don't know if we legally can do that. Instantly, all the money the MMA Takeover just lost. All the money we've saved up.
I was just checking out Tom Brady's post for the game.
No one cares.
Tomorrow, and so I apologize.
You think you're gonna make it here tomorrow?
I could be dead by tomorrow.
Rick Glenn's gonna come down this door and beat you for saying he's a crappy fighter.
Speaking of tomorrow, the MMA Takeover will be the Who's Next column.
The Who's
Next?
Is
yours truly again. Right,
you play matchmaker, right?
I play matchmaker. That's right, and I kind of have idea. Oh, nice step knee.
Step knee.
Oh, we know we love a step knee. That was the first step knee of the night.
Hopefully not the last step knee. Rick Glenn, I feel like he's.
Now the knee to the body by Glenn.
I feel like he did his best work.
I'm sorry,
in World Series of
by jury. This was not a good performance by Rick Glenn.
No, not even a good performance by Miles Jury either.
Well, it's a quality win. He's got two. Oh, nice left hand. It's two wins in a row for him against a quality opponent. Rick Glenn has a style that is just hard to adapt to because no matter what you hit him, he keeps stepping forward, and you're not used to that. It's just he has a style that's never good. You're not going to look good against him.
No.
So we have about a minute and a half left in the fight. I think Jury's up 3 rounds to none. It might be 2-1.
How's that? The fight would be over if it's 2 rounds to 1. If it's 2-1, the fight's already over then.
It would be. I'm saying.
That's what's gonna happen.
I'm saying
Well, there's still. Listen, Rick Glenn's gonna knock him out in this last minute 19 right here.
I definitely hear a car outside.
You think you hear a car? Let me. You want to have Felipe go check it out?
Nice jab. Nice. I know. We gotta get money.
We gotta get money.
Sorry,
I
I
gotta get my
20. This fight, guys.
I don't know how much it is.
This fight is awful.
Here's
it's like 30 something. We gotta. I don't know. Anybody have ones?
I got ones.
I'm sure this is entertaining to the listeners right now. Asking about who has ones.
Here's my 20 for everything else.
All right. Well, make them give us change. Yeah, someone's gonna pay.
Why, is he here already?
I don't know. I think someone's here. I don't know.
Maybe Jay Martin's coming
All
around.
right, I'll pay. Jimmy, you gotta jump on it. You're jumping on tonight.
Nah, he doesn't want it. He's a silent observer.
No, Jimmy's waiting. Jimmy's waiting for the pay-per-view action.
Why?
He's waiting for the pay-per-view portion. Speaking of pay-per-view, we are going to be going all the way through the pay-per-view, and by pay-per-view,
we may stop this and then re-upload.
Yeah, we're
going to
do another post for our pay-per-view. What did we order on pay-per-view? Was it Horrible Bosses 2?
We actually ordered the Cal versus Stanford game. Okay. We're watching that instead of the pay-per-view. Let's see if someone actually is here for. I said this was fight of the night. I meant fight of the year because
so Glenn ended up the fight on bottom with Jury on top. I think to me. I think this is an easy decision. 30,
oh yep. I'm glad Rick Glenn raised his hands because he know he won.
30-27. Glenn ends the fight with a nice little mouse under his eye. I think we're gonna get duked out because I don't think the Peace Man is here. We heard noises outside.
Maybe the wind that's causing.
There was noise outside.
The bumps and the noises in this podcast.
It could have been someone crashing into my fence in the front. That could have been it.
No, that's Felipe's car's there.
Or it could have been could be a burglar.
Oh, yeah. Wow, look at this new camera angle. Wow.
And you know what? If it's a burglar, look at the bright side. Now listen to our show.
Look at that. Wow. They have a new camera that's doing amazing things.
So, not the most action-packed fight.
That's an MMA Takeover camera.
Listen, do you know the MMA Takeover has actually been on a banner?
We have been on a banner.
On television.
We have been on a banner.
National television.
On national television.
It is true.
And the fighter, we done it twice. He's done it twice.
I thought he only did it once.
Nope, he did it twice.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, that was our friend, Cody Norby.
Yeah.
Cody Norby's actually away. He's not fighting right now
because
away. He's actually serving in our military. So thank you to Cody for his service to the military. Thank you to anybody else who's currently serving in the military. I know they're listening to us on all the
ham radios.
No, they're listening to
You
us
gotta
all
wind
over-
it up.
No, because we're popular overseas. That's the only place we are popular.
Not popular locally in Northeast.
There's a couple spots we're popular.
Yep.
Monroe, Minnesota.
Monroe,
We're
huge in Monroe. I mean,
Listen,
massive.
Those people in Monroe, they can't get enough.
Can't get enough. Cheese and the takeover. They can't get enough either.
And what's it? Ballcroft, Germany. Just like
sounds about right.
like
huge.
I might not be pronouncing it right, but it's
Beatles.
like
We're the
if we
Beatles
go
there.
over there. I mean, panties be flying at us.
Tens of
people
20
passing
people.
out. You know, people are passing out. I mean, it'd be nuts.
I know.
We can't walk those streets of that small, quaint German town.
It is true.
You know,
it's unbelievable. How
Neverland. We're very popular in Neverland.
What's the catchphrase?
We're very-
Not here to take part.
We're here to take over.
Here to take it
We're
over.
very
doing
popular
Germany
in
first.
Neverland. The old
Huge.
Michael Jackson Ranch. Because you spent a lot of time there, right?
I did. You know,
Tell us- but you had a couple of sleepovers with Michael, right? You slept there a couple
Well,
times.
they
Tell
were
us
called
about that.
sleepovers. They were called internships. Get it right.
and we're also
Here we go.
and the other Neverland.
Hold on. We got this coming
the
up
other
here.
Neverland where Peter Pan is from. We're popular there.
How does that guy have a swollen eye?
Shut up.
Right. Oh, wow, David's throwing out the shut up.
Strickland's gonna win.
We're going to another decision. Let's hear it. All three judges. 30-27. Miles Jersey gets 30-27. All three judges. He gets a unanimous decision. That moves his record to his win streak to 2-0. I'm sorry, 2 wins in a row. I shouldn't say 2-0.
Well, I'm gonna say it. Back to that controversy.
But yeah, he's got 2 wins in a row. It's kind of bouncing back. I mean, this was definitely a bigger name than his last win over Mike Delatorre. But we have the next fight coming up.
Speaking of big,
we
right
got
there.
this is our last. This is gonna be the last fight we're gonna do on this one.
Yep.
Dave will set one up for the pay-per-view
Set one up
portion.
for the main pay-per-view.
But this
portion.
we have Khalil Roundtree and
Do you see a funeral coming?
Michael Allsey. I have no idea how to say his last name. I know it's actually very similar to Young Jacek. It sounds similar. It's like Allsey Check or something like that.
Oh yeah.
But his nickname is the Hummer.
Ooh.
Which is also Jimmy's nickname. So we're gonna call him the Hummer.
Yeah. Do you think this is going to be a murder punch by Khalil Roundtree, or do you think it goes? I was thinking about this fight. It's the two ways. Either murder punch by Khalil, or he's going to get gassed, and then the other guy's just going to sit on him for the next 2 minutes, the next 2 rounds.
So I kind of see. It's funny that you're thinking two ways.
That's what I'm thinking.
When I thought about this fight, I thought there was two things that could happen. I was thinking either Khalil could win, or the Hummer could win. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, but
But
how?
the third option, neither could win.
Draw. It's true. I mean, we've already seen one draw. Has there ever been 2 draws in the same card?
Yes, there has been. It recently too. It was UFC, I believe. Wasn't there 2 draws at UFC 216 218, I'm sorry. No, 216.
You tell me. You're the MMA genie.
UFC 216.
At MMAfreaks.com.
I'm going to look up UFC 216. I believe there was 2 draws. It was Evan Dunham. He drew with
Wasn't that Benil Dariush?
Benil Dariush, yep.
Benil
Dariush. And what's his name? The guy, the black guy.
Hold on.
That limits it down to 13% of American
Valentin
population.
Overham. Valentin Overham.
No, what's his name? Yeah, the guy who
likes to fight.
he was taunting. He was taunting.
Who?
The other guy.
Oh! Now you're really. Oh, you narrowed it down.
I remember him at UFC. What was it? One of the UFCs.
At UFC, he was taunting this guy.
I am really strong. Usually, I'm pretty good. UFC.
Well, look it up. Look
at
at
UFC.
UFC
He fought at UFC 199.
Someone's definitely here now. Someone's definitely here now.
at the door.
Go get it. We're going to go back to UFC 199. Someone's here banging on the door. Probably the pizza guy. Bring him down. Get him out of the cold. We're going to see who's here. Felipe is looking. That's the pizza guy. Pizza guy's here. Everyone's favorite pizza guy. Coming down here. Felipe's sitting over there all quiet. Oh, let's see.
That fight was pretty rough to sit through.
Pretty rough fight by old Felipe Yeepy. Okay, now who do you got in this one? Roundtree or the guy?
I'm taking Khalil on this one.
You're taking Khalil. Wow. How do you see it ending?
I see it by a second round knockout.
Second round knockout? Just like that. You think Khalil Rountree going to make it to the second round?
Second round knockout.
Second round knockout? Wow. What's the matter with you?
Oh, what's that pizza?
The pizza's coming. Just Jimmy, how long have you been friends with Felipe here? What, 2 years?
UFC 196.
That was it. You gauged your friendship by UFC 196. Couple of UFCs. That was the biggest mistake of your life ever coming here, right? To meet Felipe PPP. We got the pizza guy.
So Dave, are you talking? Or
Yeah,
talking
we're.
about pizza? All right,
They just showed the highlight of your favorite fighter. Yeah, yeah. Why don't you shut him? They just showed the highlight of Daniel Jolly versus Khalil Rountree, your favorite fighter.
Daniel Jolly, not a friend of the MMA team.
It's true. What is the pizza guy coming on?
The pizza guy can't come on. He has to go to other ones. But he was a UFC fan. We started talking about that. He's
What?
getting tickets to UFC 220.
And
We were actually making predictions right there. I said, hey, listen, jump on YouTube. You can go to the calls, listen to the show.
Wow! And look at that. Felipe is already standing, breathing down your neck to get the pizza. What about plates? Are we just gonna bare hand, or are you gonna get the fine china? Paper plates. Come on, jump on here, Felipe PP.
I know. Can you close the door though?
This guy left the door open.
Unbelievable.
This guy left the door open to his house. There's all rats in it now and mice. Where are you living now? I heard you moved. Where'd you move?
I'm living in Warren now.
Well, I should be farther away from that. Isn't it true they say keep Warren weird?
What's that?
Isn't that the tagline? Keep Warren weird or something?
I don't know. Maybe.
There's a tagline for Warren. It's like keep
like
Warren
that.
weird. That's because you just moved there. So we're here calling a fight. We're losing a little steam, but we're going to gain it back once the main card comes because we're going to be re-energized with pizza. Everybody's favorite. We got bacon, extra bacon, pepperoni. Only the healthy.
We got Corona. Corona's what another official sponsor?
Unofficial, but we're almost getting there. We're signing hopefully the paperwork next year. 2018 is when
big year.
2018 is when the MMATakeover.com is going to land a big, huge sponsor. Really take the MMA world by storm. You just watch, wait, and see. Big things in the future, just like Felipe over here.
So since we're on a commercial break right now,
there's no commercial breaks. No commercial break. You constantly keep talking.
What are you predicting for tomorrow's game at Gillette?
Browns are going to win. Browns to the Super Bowl.
All right, eat up.
Eat up. Check with Jay.
You got some pizza now?
Yeah, check with Jay.
I'm going to jump back in here
We can jump back in here. I'm
because
gonna have a
Felipe
pizza.
is letting us down as much as Louis Smoker did.
That's true. The
I mean,
from Republic views have been down ever since Felipe.
So
I don't understand why.
yeah, we got 5 fights left in this. Did we get any predictions on this one? I'm going to go with Khalil Rountree.
I said Rountree. This guy said Rountree second round. He thinks Rountree.
I'm gonna take Khalil Rountree. I think he's gonna put him on the first minute. I'm a bold prediction. I'm gonna say Khalil Rountree knocks him out in under a minute.
No,
Under a minute.
Under.
I'm going other guy. Round 2 submission.
I'm gonna go 60 seconds or less for Khalil Rountree. Khalil Rountree, who's most famous for telling his own mother to shut up during a fight when his mom was screaming at him. True story. He told his own mom to shut up. And also true story, his mom has a better MMA record than Khalil Rountree. No, Khalil Rountree actually been on a roll. He knocked out Daniel Jolly, our friend. He also knocked out
the Werewolf of Texas, right?
yeah, the worst nickname ever. The Werewolf. Yeah, unfortunately for Daniel Jolly, they didn't fight in Texas that night. So
wasn't he on the Dana White series too when he lost?
he did, and yeah, he lost in that too. Yeah, Daniel Jolly hasn't won a fight since being a guest.
Should we call him up? You want to call him up?
We could, you want? I mean, could we have the Werewolf of Texas
Come on live.
Oh, I'm sorry. Daniel Jolly cannot come on tonight. He no. Yeah, listen. I'm sorry, guys. Daniel Jolly. He's working at UPS tonight. He's shipping packages tonight.
This is the last fight on the prelims.
Oh yeah. It's actually there's a lot more work to it than you think. He has to put up everything how they want to exactly pronounce. He gives all this stuff. We're talking about
Bruce Buffer.
And speaking of getting paid millions of dollar talk, did you get your $1 million check from the MMA?
It was actually 1.3 million.
Oh, gotcha.
Because we kept getting all those new sponsors.
Yeah, you better. Speaking of new sponsors,
like that guy. Look at that guy. That guy's all ready to go.
I don't know. That guy is fired.
Only guy standing up.
Just if you're not watching home, that was perfect. The UFC
panned under a minute, right? You said under a minute.
The UFC panned, yeah, under a minute.
Under a minute. Okay, hold on.
I'm taking Khalil Roundtree to knock out the Hummer in under a minute because I mean, no Hummer lasts more than a minute.
And we started. Here we go.
Sorry for anybody who's listening with children. But if Khalil lands a nice left hook, and the Hummer is trying to close the distance. Khalil with a nice body kick. Khalil's throwing power all the way. Every shot he does.
Power every shot, you get winded.
You knock people out in under a minute.
What are you talking about?
We got 30 seconds left for my predictions. He's winging. He is winging.
Leather.
He missed. He won.
I think I felt that breeze when the door was open.
Wong, which is the proper term for winging.
Third man in the cage, Mr.
We got 20 seconds left for me to get my prediction under a minute.
It's not going to happen. Khalil Roundtree's going to get gassed.
He's got 15 seconds left. He's going to knock him out with an uppercut right now. Oh, he just missed that uppercut. He missed that uppercut that he didn't throw. 10 seconds left. Khalil is winging at air.
He's already gassed.
He is beating the piss out of the air right now. There's in that air anymore because Khalil is winging. Nice shot. Oh, Khalil actually got tagged. The Hummer got him right in the chin. We got 3 minutes and 50 seconds. My prediction of
Did I say this was fight of the night? Because I meant fight of the night.
Well, takedown attempt by the Hummer. He's deep on his legs. Now, Khalil Roundtree
it gets down to the ground, it's over.
Terrible ground game.
Oh, my God. Worse.
I mean, it's like Cleveland Brown level ground game. It is terrible. It's like
ground and pound?
I mean, no, takedown. He was going for that guillotine. No, he doesn't have his legs hooks. Khalil's on the ground. I think I just heard him yell to his mom to shut up. He's got his back against the cage. He's trying to work his way back up to his feet. Dave is already on his third round of pizza. All right.
Pizza. You know.
I mean, listen, there's nothing you wouldn't believe. I mean, I remember one time I was interviewing Mark Coleman.
Mark Coleman.
Cheap plug, first UFC heavyweight champion of the world. And while I'm interviewing, we ordered pizza, and I believe Dave ate an entire pizza during that interview. It was unbelievable. I think he left me like one pizza crust. He's still trying to dig that guillotine, standing guillotine.
He's wasting his energy. What's he, stupid?
If Khalil Roundtree gets a submission, that would be someone's getting paid in Vegas. He's going. He's digging it.
No.
He's going for it. He's going for that 10-finger guillotine.
There's a little blood. No,
he didn't let go.
Whoa!
Uppercut, right, left hook. Oh, he landed some good shots there. The Hummer's hurt.
You can't hurt a Hummer.
Nice shots. Speaking of Hummer,
the
newest sponsor of the MMA Takeover. And check my garage. There's a Hummer in there. All right, Dave.
Khalil Roundtree is gassed.
I like to apologize for Dave going nom 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 right into the microphone. I like to apologize.
That's because I'm watching.
You don't get that. Joe Rogan doesn't do that.
Well, Joe Rogan. Well, he only does pay-per-views now.
You know what? Joe Rogan doesn't do podcasts in his basement either.
At the world headquarters.
Nice right hand by the Hummer. Both guys slow down. Everyone talking about Khalil. Khalil's breathing heavy.
What do you expect? Look at all that muscle.
And the Hummer's coming along. The Hummer's coming on strong. Khalil can't handle the Hummer. No, the Hummer is bloody. Oh, nice
bloody Hummer.
Wow, nice body kick by Khalil.
Round 2, submission.
This is actually a good fight. We got a minute 22, minute 21, minute 20 left. Oh, now another body kick by Khalil.
Oh,
by a body kick. A third one. Well, that left hand is landing. He must be watching that Louis Smoka. He must be watching the Nikolai versus Smoka fight while he's landing that.
Smokey?
Speaking of, I took Khalil in DraftKings because I like to lose money. And I also picked Akhmedov, but Akhmedov was an underdog, so I'm okay with that. Let's see how I'm looking. in DraftKings. All right, so I'm not going to get 20 grand tonight. That's official. Good shots by.
No one gave this guy much of a chance.
The Hummer is coming around. The Hummer's coming around. He landed some. I think he might have stole this round from.
You think the Hummer's going to finish in round 1?
I think he's still in this round. I think Khalil's done. Khalil's breathing hard. He's breathing hot. I mean, he's winging shots. He's getting tagged.
I mean, he could beat Daniel Jolly in round
if you see, he's dropping from deep breaths, and the Hummer is just landing that left hand over the top.
And the kicks to the body's not helping nobody.
The kicks to the body slow him down. The Hummer's being very intelligent. I mean, a lot of people thought this was a setup fight for Khalil, and it is not. Khalil was supposed to fight Gokhan Saki.
Oh, yeah.
And that would have been the death of Khalil if he fought him like
Saki only can last two minutes, and then he's gassed. You remember the last fight. He got lucky.
He got lucky with one of the most brutal knockouts in MMA history. And Dave is back up on his feet, going for his fourth service. I haven't grabbed one piece of pizza yet.
You want a slice of pizza?
No, you know what?
What do you want, bacon?
Look at Dave. Dave is willing to serve. That's what we kind of promote here is servanthood and giving to your fellow man. Listen,
You want bacon?
Dave, I want one of each. David is he went to the Christmas Carol this year and he just learned a good life lesson. He never pitches a man's pocket every 25th of December. Look at that. Look at the service. Two. I got two. He went with two ends. I think that was. I mean, he kind of set me up two ends. I mean, there's nothing better than a big middle piece, Survey. If you like the in a square pizza, do you prefer the ends or the middle? Text A for ends. Text B for middle. I'm gonna go with middle. Dave is still chomping again. He's like, right in there.
This is called the Chompcast.
Holy moly! We're
This is where I said round two it ends.
We're in the second round,
which nobody thought, but me.
Yep, I didn't think.
Just remember that. You said 1 minute.
The second round. 1 minute of the second round. That's what I said. Oh, nice left hook again by the Hummer. The Hummer is backing clear. I mean, the Hummer
looks confident.
I mean, he's landing those shots.
It's gonna be upset of the year.
Speaking of upset of the year, you can find out the MMA Takeover's pick for upset of the year and all the other awards on Monday on the MMATakeover.com.
Well, I hope this one's on there.
Nice shots. And if you're at home and you're saying, wait a minute, we're still in 2017, how can you have your awards? If anything spectacular happens tonight, it's not too late for them to win the award.
It is true.
Nice right hand by Khalil. That hurt the Hummer.
Yeah, but you can't stop the Hummer.
Nice shot. That right hand really checked him. You know what I mean? It's like just when you think you're going to get the Hummer fails. You know what I mean? So, I know this is really... I mean, Dave is chomping. Unbelievable. Dave's going for the all-time record.
I'm calling it right
That's
now.
That's unbelievable.
My prediction. Hummer versus DC.
This is the most
2018.
This is the most unprofessional thing.
Lightweight
this is
championship.
Unbelievable right now. It's like hurting my ears how much this guy's chomping.
Lightweight championship. Light heavyweight. Hummer versus DC.
Right into the... I'm going to turn that microphone off for the people.
That's Felipe.
This is unbelievable. Oh, nice left hand by the Hummer. We got 3 minutes, 24 seconds. Nice body shot. How you liking this fight over there, Jimmy? Let's get Jimmy on the mic.
Jimmy don't want to talk.
Jimmy's on the mic right now. Help me out. Jimmy, we got to get Jimmy Rocha.
Is he even on?
He's got to make sure it's on. Is it on? Can you check the levels? Is Jimmy on?
Jimmy, you on?
Yeah, I'm on.
Yeah, he's on.
I think I'm on. Yeah, I'm enjoying this fight. It's all right.
Yeah. Who are you pulling for, Khalil or the Hummer?
Which one's which?
Khalil. Let's describe this perfectly. Khalil is the guy in the black shorts with the white trim, and the Hummer is the one in the gray shorts with the black trim.
Well, I think.
Or in easier terms, he's Khalil's a black guy and the Hummer's a white guy.
I'm gonna go with Hummer. I mean, he's got a beard, and I have a beard. And I'm a winner.
And you like your reasoning.
Therefore, I think he's going to win.
Okay.
That's how much did he bet? $4,000?
He bet $4,000.
Yeah.
Listen,
$4,000 on this.
listen. A lot of people have put $4,000 on the Hummer before. nice left hand by the Hummer. Yeah, I mean they're on Vegas.
It's close.
They are in Vegas. So spend $4,000 on a Hummer.
And not betting on this
the
fight.
Hummer. Sorry, you mean the Hummer, not a Hummer.
The HUMMER.com.
Well, Khalil, I think he's getting beat. I mean, the Hummer's just being more active. He's a little more pep in his punches. Khalil's really slowed down. And like Dave said, that's from throwing all those big, heavy shots in the beginning. The Hummer
Yep.
kind of.
I know what I'm talking about.
He kind of survives a storm, kind of like we are right now, sitting inside.
This is the Bob Sapp storm surviving technique. First 2 minutes with Bob Sapp or Khalil Roundtree, either he'll kill you or he gasses out. That's MMA 101.
And for those who are listening, we made it 5 fights before Dave mentioned Bob Sapp.
Bob Sapp.
That's a new record.
That's a new record.
All right. Dave, Jimmy's off the mic again. He lasted.
I think that's a record for Jimmy on the mic.
No,
17
Jimmy, get
seconds.
back on that mic. Jimmy's got to get back on the. Oh, nice body shot by the Hummer. Jimmy, let's commentate a little with me, Jimmy.
Now, is Jimmy going to? Aren't you are going to UFC 220 in Boston? Is Jimmy going with you?
When is this?
I'll take that.
That would be a no.
I take that as
a no.
What's going on? Yeah, that's right. The MMA takeover will be there.
So we got 50,
in the seats.
We got 55 seconds left.
Well, there goes my prediction. I said.
Well, there's your buddy with the blue right there.
Khalil.
Yep, John Morgan. I actually spoke to John Morgan, and John Morgan's actually I'm gonna break this news right now. John Morgan's gonna be a guest on a new podcast that'll be launching in 2018, part of the MMA Takeover Podcast Network that'll be launching.
That's the big news, right?
And John Morgan will be a guest on the One-on-One podcast.
Wow.
Yes, that's John Morgan from I don't know, some small website. I made Junkie, something like that. I don't know.
No, I think it's Flunky. I think you're saying it wrong.
Yeah, some other website. I never heard of it.
So that's the big news. You couldn't wait till the main event.
No,
main card.
I got some more. You want
more news?
I'll throw some more news out there.
No, don't throw some. You gotta
Okay.
keep the people enticed.
Okay. Some good shots from the Hummer. I mean, this is definitely. I think he's up.
I know this third
round.
round.
It could be 1-1, but I think it's
it's
2-0. I think it's 2-0 for the Hummer.
Let me look it over. What I did. I have another slice of pizza. I'll take it over.
Yep. I mean, I think it's 2-0 for the Hummer.
I think it's 4-0 to me and the pizza.
Right now, I mean, Dave is on his 14th piece of pizza. I mean, it's unbelievable. This guy scoffs down pizza like that. I am at half a slice right now. I'm at half a slice, and Dave's on his second square pizza. I mean, we really blew it. We should have went with 3 pizzas. I forgot that Dave was there.
So yeah.
Felipe's holding the mic for Jimmy. You want to jump on, Felipe? Put it on.
It's on.
Okay, so Felipe's on. So Felipe, how you got this fight scored so far? Okay,
Right now,
all right, to you, Dave. How do you got this
right
fight
now-
scored? No. All right, sorry, Felipe. Go ahead. I was only making a joke. That was a good
Oh,
joke.
we got jokes. We got jokes.
Yeah,
right
we
now.
got good ones over here. Come
Yeah.
on. So,
I would say right now it's probably 1 round apiece.
oh, okay.
Why? Reasoning. What's
fir-
your reasoning?
The first round definitely Khalil definitely took that round. He was more aggressive. He was landing more shots, but he gassed out towards the second, and I don't think he did enough to win the second.
The funny thing is, we're at the Fox Sports 1 portion of the card, and have we had a stoppage yet on the Fox Sports 1 portion? I don't think so. I think if this fight goes decision, we can go 4 for 4 for decisions. The only fight that was stopped so far was the Fight Pass portion where Tim Elliott got Mark De La Rosa and Anaconda choke.
Oh, looks
And
like Khalil got his second win here.
Khalil,
Teed off.
Khalil,
teeing
yeah,
off.
he's smelling blood. Khalil just threw about a 10-punch combination. About 2 of them landed. I mean, Khalil is. I mean, he's got some massive shoulders, and speaking of massive shoulders, that's what I want to get in 2018. That's my new solution. All shoulders.
Oh,
Go to the
Hummer
gym. Go to the gym.
Hummer
Just
just took Khalil down.
nothing but shoulders. Yeah.
I'm curious to see who you're going to match up these two with on Monday when you do your MMA matchmaking.
Well, you can check it out Monday, but if you want to check it out when everyone else does, you can check it out on Sunday.
Ooh, even
which
better.
will
That's
be
one day.
tomorrow. And that's a special edition tomorrow, as in I'm going to put it on Sunday like I do every week.
Wow.
But
New
just call-
Year's.
But just call it special edition.
Wow. Well, looks like Khalil has been busted open.
Yeah, he's got a cut, and he's. I mean, this is not. He can't stay on the bottom like this, and with the Hummer on top, because he just can't. I mean, you never. You
can't escape the Hummer?
You got to get to your feet to take on the Hummer. Good Lord.
And we lost all the female fans. About time.
No, we have a. So right now we're talking nationalities here. Jimmy is from Portugal,
Very nice.
which means you were born in America though, right? Yeah. So he's not. I mean, So like here he considers himself Portuguese.
Yeah.
When he goes back to Portugal, they're like, you're not Portuguese, right? That's what happens. So like
That's
neither
a microcosm of.
so pretty much neither country likes him. Yeah, no. So being that he's from Portugal, that means he's a great cook,
Yeah.
right? So obviously a stereotype from Portuguese people.
Yeah.
Also has very nice lawns. I mean, I've never met a Portuguese person that doesn't have a fantastic lawn. That's right. Okay, Felipe is from Brazil. So the Brazilians, as we all know, is like the Portuguese people without any of the good traits.
Oh my God.
Actually, the Brazilian people are like the
Okay.
Portuguese people, but smarter.
Whoa! I think a race war.
Whoa!
We have a new podcast on 2018. Then we take a race war. Race war MMA.
I mean, listen, a race war has been started in someone's basement since Charles Manson. I mean, we're going places.
And what are you?
Speaking of
Keith?
Charles Manson,
Keith,
should we have a
Keith,
moment of silence for Charles
Keith.
Manson?
Well, I don't know. I mean, this guy won't shut up.
So what are you? A little Irish?
I am a
little bit
podcast
Irish?
host. That's what I am. A website founder. I'm a mixture of everything. I mean, not everything. I got English in me. I got some Portuguese in me. Believe it or not,
You ain't got no Portuguese in you.
I got some Portuguese in me. My mother's. You never met my mom. Ask Jimmy. My mom looks like Jimmy.
Weird at all?
We got breaking announcement. Jimmy's the. As we say that, the Hummer is trying to put in a. I mean, this is just this is a terrible showing by Khalil Rushing. When all the experts were making picks and saying
They were sleeping on this guy.
A lot of people were saying this was an easy fight for
I knew it wasn't.
Khalil, but yeah, the Hummer took it to Khalil.
Yeah, that's
And,
true. 1 minute left in round 3. A pretty good fight though so far. Pretty good fight. Better than the Rick Glenn Miles Jury fight, that's for sure.
Much better. You are absolutely right on that.
Maybe this
statement.
is fight of the night.
We got 48 seconds
So
left in this
far. I would
fight.
say this is probably one of the better fights so far tonight.
40. Oh wow, he's
Khalil's in trouble. He's
trying to set
smoked.
up a-
He's on the bottom.
yeah. This is. I mean,
There's
this is
40 seconds left in the third round.
So saying that this fight doesn't get stopped and it finishes at 30 seconds left, how'd you score the fight? How would you score it right now, Dave?
2 rounds to 1 for the Hummer.
2
I
rounds?
give
So
Khalil the first.
Do
and
the
then-
math for us who didn't go to private school.
Okay, so 46 to 21.
Okay, and Felipe, how did you score this fight?
I would score this fight the first round Khalil and the last 2 rounds to the Hummer.
Okay, and Jimmy, get on the mic.
The Hummer.
Jimmy went Hummer. How'd you score it?
Hummer. He won the last 2 rounds here.
2 rounds to 1.
Yeah.
I'm going 3-0. I'm going
You're going
3-0 for the
3-0?
Hummer. I'm thinking
3-0.
30-27.
3-0.
I think the Hummer went
3-0.
over.
You watch that first round?
I think it was 3
Or
rounds.
were you busy
Were you eating
with the pizza guy?
Yeah, you
I'm
talking to the
going.
pizza guy. You're
I'm
best
going.
friend.
I mean, listen. As Joe Rogan always says, I'm going to judge. I'm going with all 3 rounds for the Hummer.
Just put another piece of pizza in your mouth because that's just nonsense.
Watch it be a split decision and Khalil gets it. Hey, listen. Everyone thought Derek Brunson beat Anderson Silva. And who won? Anderson. Just remember that.
Anderson was the champion, though.
No, he
Yeah,
wasn't.
No, he wasn't.
He was past his prime. That would have been like 4
I
fights
said
he lost in a row.
I said he was a champion at one point.
I don't
He
know.
was.
Now that all this new drug use is coming, that puts that whole reign into an
Listen,
asterisk.
I don't care. Put them
He
all
did
on
drugs.
Put them all on drugs.
That's what
It
they
makes for
want.
better fights.
Vitor Belfort and Dan Henderson should be
As long as
Fighting one more
everybody's
time.
using.
everyone's
good.
using. I don't know. That is not fair.
I mean, it's not fair. If everybody's doing it,
If everyone's
it's a
doing it,
level playing field.
are you on the juice? We got to test you.
I'm definitely not on the juice.
Here we go. Let's see.
Let's go to the decision. We're going to turn up the
decision.
volume a little bit. Not enough so you can
Let's
hear
see
at
it.
home.
all
All 3
three.
judges. 30-27. So
Khalil Roundtree.
So all 3 judges scored at 30-27, exactly how I scored it. You mean the 3 judges that get
Yeah.
paid professionally sitting around ringside all
When
scored the
you
same
picked
exact right?
Khalil Roundtree, KO.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the Hummer
beer
wins.
guy.
Because you know the Hummer always wins.
You picked Khalil Roundtree.
That's the
Oh,
first,
should we
that's
end
the
this one?
first- That's
Should
the
we end
first
this one and
win.
start a new one?
Yeah, we're going to close this up. If you listen to this, I'm sure as hell you're not going to turn over to the next one because
What, you want to just keep it going or you want to stop?
No, we're going to start a new one.
We'll start a new one.
Start a new one.
And then you got to upload it, re-upload it again.
We got to re-upload it, all right?
Okay. Say goodbye.
We thank anybody who listened. That was Calling a Fight on the MMATakeover.com YouTube page. Also was live on MMA Freaks Facebook page. And now we're going to go to...
we're going to re-upload it.
We're going to re-upload it
and put it to the same
We're going to do it again,
locations.
but now we're going to do it again, but it's going to be just a pay-per-view portion of the card. We're starting right now, so let's go.